Hello, guys, and welcome back. Once again, we are back live with the GE Valorant Underground Scrims, and today is going to be another day where we're gonna see two different teams, two different rivals fighting each other in a best of a three fight, trying to get that position for themselves to go up and to go further beyond into the stages of the fights as well. But before anything else, this is your host Torrix, and uh, I've already introduced myself yesterday as well, but once again, this is your host Torrix, and you can actually see my Instagram right there as well. It's gonna be Torrix underscore one, and once again, it's gonna be a solo cast today. Hopefully, we are going to be joined by someone else as well, but for now, it's gonna be a solo cast, and talking about the two teams today, it's going to be KAIZEN Esports versus LSTREAK Esports in a battle of best of three. They're going to fight in a rumble of fight against a best of three, trying to get that throne for themselves for today as well, trying to get that crown. But talking about the first match, it's going to be Heaven. The Heaven map is going to be the first one. We saw LSTREAK yesterday. They played beautifully. The first match from their side was not that good. They were, in my opinion, they were judging on to the opponent. They were taught what is it called? Analyzing their tactics, analyzing their performance. And after the second match, we saw in the bind that they were just dominating the whole place, dominating the whole area for themselves. And even in the ice box, we saw the same a contribution from their side. And one player from the team LSTREAK, I have to call out his name, the Reaper, the guy with the golden operator hand. That guy's shots were just amazing throughout the game, throughout the things. He did not lose a single chance. He did not lose a single opportunity that was given out to him to shoot at the enemies, to shoot at the people. But today it's going to be against another team, a new team, KAIZEN Esports. We have to see how the team LSTREAK is actually going to go against them, how they're actually going to go with the fights, with everything, because the team has already started to take on their agents right now. Team LSTREAK, once again, we're seeing Reaper as a Jet, Splitton again as a Sova, and uh, Dev XZ, we're seeing him go with the Sky this time. But on the other hand, if we're talking about the team KAIZEN right now, one player is using a chamber, Agent AK with that raise. Oh my god, there's a new character addition to their Zeno is going to be taking a new character. We did not see this character yesterday, but today there is a new addition. But Shider is going to use that Sowa. So Sova being used by him, Kaido once again with that Omen, and Gunhawks again with that Chamber. So basically, we're seeing yesterday comps once again, kind of like that. But in the very end, we have to see how the
Choose
actual
your agent.
play from their side is going to be, because it all depends upon their overview in this map. Haven, we know it can be a mid map, it can be a map, it can be even a B map as well. So the teams that have to really take up onto their fights, have to really know what they're going for before making a move in this map, because one wrong move in this area can lead up to your whole team demise. They have to really think about that. Xeno again with Astra, and finally two chambers, one on each side, and no Sky onto the team KAIZEN this time. KAIZEN is not taking that Skies. They're not going for the heal composition. They're straight up going for that aggressive composition this time. Just look at that. One player is going to be defining out the location. Soa is going to be the guy to define out the locations. And there we have another person. I think that is a Brimstone that is going to use a smokes against all the enemies, against all the LSTREAK. If KAIZEN Esports have seen the last match, if they have seen the yesterday match, they know how the team LSTREAK is going to play. Team LSTREAK, from what I've observed, what my observation is from their side, is that they let the first match be win by the other team. And after the first match, after the second match, they start to go with their like a domination. But once again, the match has started. Haven is it, and the team LSTREAK is going from the A side. They're trying to hold out that A for themselves, but attackers, we're seeing them like split up on different areas, 3 different areas from their side. But are they gonna actually go towards the one side, or they're just gonna bait out to the teams? Kaido beautifully using that cover onto the B side, but KAIZEN definitely coming in. Dino with a beautiful flash. Let's see, let's find out if Dino's just gonna stay over there. But there we go, Omens, smoke, if I have to say, come out over there. Shider is also trying somewhere somehow that enemies are trying their level best. The attackers actually are trying their level best to get up to that place, to get up to a good area into this location, if they even get that one position. But there we go, Reaper got one elimination, Agent AK was eliminated, Xeno was eliminated, but there we go, 2-man from the team KAIZEN and LSTREAK are taken down. The fight is up to a 3 versus 3. The spike has been planted on the A side by the team KAIZEN as well. It's the team KAIZEN having the upper hand now. They have the A side, they have like all of the A side, and the towers, no, not in their favor. The tower is not going to be in their favor, but there we have it. The last player from Team KAIZEN is alive. A beautiful ghost headshot. Oh my god, but Gunhawk came in with a clutch and got Shider down, defusing the spike as well, getting that first win for the team LSTREAKs at that point, and 2 kills are going towards the Gunhawk. And on the other hand, if we do talk about the KAIZEN team, 2 kills each from OPM and Shitter as well. So they actually got 2 kills. Like these 2 players, these 2 teammates from each of their side had their backs, got 2 kills, beautifully done. And if we do actually take a replay, just look at that. OPM got that beautiful kill, but Shader with that beautiful headshot. First was a body, second was a headshot, and as soon as he got that kill, backside was not compromised. Backside actually was compromised for him, and that what led him. But now, again, the second match has started. The second round has actually started. This time around, attackers, KAIZEN Esports is actually trying to take that C long, the C cubby. But look at that. Once again, we're seeing LSTREAK with a beautiful, a different composition from their side. The split composition. But Gunhawk finally coming in with a beautiful spray. Eliminating Dino, OPM, Agent AK, all 3 of them got eliminated. Kaido with that beautiful classic, but not elimination on his side. He got eliminated. Gunhawk is inside of that smoke. He's waiting out to players to plant the spike, but no, they're not gonna let them even happen. Reaper came in for the clutch, and OPM with the second kill. Another win, and another easy peasy win for the team LS this time around as well. Team LS this time around, today we're seeing a new face of them. They're actually going straight up for that aggressive mode. They're straight up going for that engagement this time, because in the last time we were seeing them in the first match, even as a defender, they were not holding up their grounds into that first match. But today, oh my god, they've changed out their composition. They're straight up going for that aggressive mode. And talking about all of these players from Team LSTREAKs yesterday, they showed us a beautiful match, but can they actually do it today or not? Because Reaper is eliminated. Team KAIZEN this time around is taking that A long for themselves, and at the same time A short. So 2 ways that they're entering, but Dev got that one elimination. Agent AK was eliminated. OPM got Dev eliminated as well. So at the same time, Team LSTREAK, where they are 3-man standing, Team KAIZEN is still 4-man alive, and even the spike has been planted from their side. Dino, he's out there waiting into the tower side, the entrance from the A link to A side. But tower, look at that, tower position has been compromised. There goes a revealing dart. Dino's position has been revealed, but at the same time Omen came. Kaido eliminating OPM, but Splitten, he has been eliminated. Omen is the final player for the team LSTREAK right now, but there we go. Kaido being eliminated. KZ finally getting their first win this time, and even on top of that, a plant as well. So a GG and a well played. So they're finally coming in with the clutch. We're seeing the team LSTREAK lost a single match this time. So in the total of 3 matches, they've lost 1, and KAIZEN finally, is this going to be their comeback this time? Are they actually going to use the same comp to go to the A side, or maybe this time around a C side that we might have to see? And the first question is, are they actually going to be able to get that kill for themselves or not? Because look at that, Gunhawk using his abilities, beautifully using his abilities at the places, and Shitters, Recon Vault, down. It has been destroyed. That Recon Vault has been destroyed. But look at that. This time, we're seeing the team KAIZEN going to the B side. They're trying to get into the B side. OPM is going to be planting that spike right on the front face of the B angle. The courtyard is that area that can actually spot the whole place, the whole B, like grenade, the spike area. So we have to see if the team LS is going to take that opportunity. Are they going to actually go to defuse the spike? Because one wrong move in this area can lead up to their demise. But once again, a Reaper with that operator. This guy has the operator in hand, and one good shot, one good elimination from his side can like put the whole team in a pickle at this point. Look at that, half defused, Gunhawk did it, but Team LS, can they come in with that clutch? Can they actually get that like a beautiful like a diffuse? Or no, they were not able to do that. But look at that, Kaido, before he can even kill Agent AK, he died, and Agent AK at the same time got inside of that spike zone, and like he got eliminated. He lost the gun, but he won the war at that point. So third win. Once again, we're seeing from the team KAIZEN side, I believe. So yes, KAIZEN got that second kill. The fight is back to the 2 versus 2, 2 by 2. Each of those teams got 2 kills for themselves. It's an equal fight, but this one is going to determine who's going to come on top. Once again, this fight has to show us C side is covered by 2 people. Actually, 1 person, just Sova. A has 2 players, the Jet, and at the same time Astra. But in the B section, we can see Omen and Chamber. But look at that. Jet is actually going towards the C side. He's actually trying to hold out that C position, the C short maybe. No, Omen is at the short. As soon as Jet saw that, he went to the backside. He went to change out his location. They're trying to regroup. They know that the A was not in their favor, but actually the A was in their favor of the defenders. But B side, the C side, this areas are what's not in their favor right now. They're trying to get those defenses up onto the C side, the C windows at that same time, or maybe even the B side in fact intact as well. Because if we do talk about the attacker side, the KAIZEN Esports, they're in the C long. All 5 of them are nearby the C lobby, the C long. They might just try to get into the C section with the C long side, or maybe even they're gonna go with the mid doors somehow, someplace. We have to see how their like next move is, because it's gonna be really determining what their next move is gonna be. Because one wrong move in this point, one wrong move in this location can like put them in a disadvantage, and uttermost disadvantage. We saw that yesterday, that the disadvantage that we're talking about. But once again, the match has started. Team LSTREAK holding out their beautiful positions, but look at that. Look at the formation of the team KAIZEN right now. 1 at the C long, 1 at the mid doors, 2 or 3 at the A gardens, just holding out that position. But once again, Gunhawk getting his ultimate out. Nobody has a spike. Nobody picked up even the spike. They're straight up going for that aggressive mode. Dino and OPM getting 2 player down from the team LS. A split and is eliminated, and the Omen has been taken down as well. So it's all up to the rest of 3 players from the team LSTREAK. They have to do a comeback this time. Talking about the team LSTREAK, they're finally regrouping. No, they're actually not regrouping. They're actually splitting even more away. Agent AK holding out this position, trying to find the people, trying to find the person, but Devex does not have the guns. There goes the like bird, but nothing on that short. Spike has been planted. All 5 of them are alive. Team KAIZEN is all 5 men alive and have that spike planted on top of that as well. Only 2 players are left from the team LSTREAK. 1 wrong move can make a pinch for the team. One wrong move can lead up to their demise. Look at that, Gunhawk with that beautiful ultimate. He's gonna shoot at the person, he's gonna shoot at the raise, but no, he was not able to do it. There we go. One more shot. Gunhawk finally got him down into the close range. Headshot. Oh my god, second person. Reaper came in with that clutch. Headshot like a sheriff. Beautifully done. So the fight goes towards the 3 versus 2 in favor of the team KAIZEN this time around as well, because they had the spike planted, and there we have it, the third win for the team like KAIZEN this time. But Reaper once again with that clutch, eliminating Dino before changing to the next round. 25 seconds before the fourth round, actually fifth round, sixth actually starts, because 2-1 from the team LSTREAK, 3 from the team KAIZEN. KAIZEN having the upper hand right now. They're baiting out the team LSTREAK with their strats and everything, and at that same time, one person we see changes its direction, goes towards a different angle from where the team LSTREAK is, plant the spike, and the rest follows right behind him. Once again, the match has started. This time around, we're seeing the team KAIZEN straight up going with the C long area, the C cubby areas, and eliminating one player from the team LS as well. There goes the Dev. Dev has been blinded. Dev has been stunned actually, but at the same time, Bombardi's out. The bomb is out, but look at that. Dev, what just happened at this point? There was so much stuff happening that we couldn't even comprehend. One person eliminated, 2 person died at the same time with a gun, and 1 person actually died with that bomb, buddy. But once again, we're seeing KAIZEN having the upper hand at the C position, but look at that, split under with that Odin. Oh my god, can this Odin actually make a difference this time? But no, look at that. The beautiful, if I have to say, Vandal came in for the clutch, but couldn't eliminate Gunhawk. Gunhawk got that final kill, and now defused the spike as well, getting not his just ultimate out, but at the same time an Odin in his hand as well. But look at that, Dev, he got one down, and at the same time, that was a trade elimination that we saw in the last match. There was 3 people from both sides, so a total of 6 players dying in a split second in the third match. Once again, the fight is really intense. It's a 3-by-3. Both team has 3 wins, and both team has lost 3 matches this time. But once again, we're going on to the next round. Team KAIZEN once again going from the team C side. Actually, they're going from the C side, but look at that, Reaper waiting out for the mid courtyard, mid window. He's gonna use that operator. This guy once again with that operator. He's gonna use it. Maybe he's gonna try to get that kill for himself. But look at that, KZ getting their position at the C side, at least in the early stages. That may just help them. But there we go, the plant is happening. The plant definitely got in, and Team LS, even after having the upper hand, are they actually going to push forward to the C side, the C links, or they're going to use a different angle? But there we go, split and eliminating OPM, but at that same time, LS even losing one of their players as well. Dev's there, he's straight up going for that aggressive mode. He's straight up going for that aggression, and look at that, Team LS not even wasting a single second, just losing 1 player. Omen got eliminated, but after that, not a single person got eliminated, giving LS DevX this beautiful thing, this beautiful spike cover. If I have to say, his abilities was amazing, that he just stunned everyone, flashed everyone, and at the same time Soba came in with that Hunter's Fury, eliminating 1 player, and that was the Q section that the team LSN needed to push forward onto the team KAIZEN, and getting that a defuse on, plus the eliminations onto the player. Once again, Team LS coming on top, 3 kills, 3 wins actually from the team KAIZEN as well. Right behind them, it's just difference of 1, but this time around we're seeing LS Reaper at that A long section, waiting out at the A lobbies, the A gardens for the team. So look at that, Gunhawk beautifully eliminating 1 player. OPM got eliminated, and with that teleport he just did, it was just amazing. He did not die, but KZ Dino, what did he just do? Even if he knew that the people were at the B section, B side, he still did not stop and still managed to get the plant done. The plant was done, but look at that. Team L is finally coming back up on top. Zeno is the final player as the Astra. 1 wrong move from Astra. 1 open area from the Astra was that what they needed for the elimination. Got that kill. Once again, Team LS having the two beautiful, like, a difference into the points, into the table, and getting another win for themselves. But 2 consecutive wins from the Team LSTREAK this time. Waiting out for the next match, how they're actually gonna go forward. If they're actually like going to fight in this area, are they actually straight up gonna go to the C section as well? Because we're seeing the KAIZEN Esports, they're actually using the C section, but this time around, C section is highly contested. It's highly defended by the Team LSTREAK, so they have to like think of a new strategy. But look at that, Reaper once again straight up at the A long, waiting out for the team. Look at that, Devex eliminating the recon bolt, and once again Reaper with that operator can like do a beautiful job in this location, in this particular position for the Team LSTREAK as well. So is it actually going to do? Is a Reaper actually going to be able to like eliminate someone with that operator, or is that just going to be in the way? Is the operator might just be in the way, or is it not going to be? But KAIZEN talking about their formation, 3 players we're seeing going towards the C side, and the rest 2, they're just baiting out on the A long and the A lobby section. So a good strategy, but look at that. C is also defended by not only Sova, Splitten, but Omen as well. So 2 players defending on the C section, 1 player on the B side. A beautiful like a defender side position from their side, and 1 wrong move, 1 wrong peek, which we were talking about from Reaper, got OPM his kill. 5 changes to the 3 versus 4, in which case attacker having the upper hand. They're finally planting. The Sova has planted spike. Gunhawk may just try to come into that position, may just try to take the opportunity to seize it, to get that good position for themselves. But a beautiful like sky ability, a beautiful like a shock from their side. So look at that. Oh my god. What just happened? OPM Shittersy. This guy got 2 kills right back to back, and OPM got 1, getting 1 more kill for themselves. What just happened? The sky ability at that beautiful perfect time made them like a push forward, but no, not for long. Breach. Ho ho ho. That was just amazing. That was just amazing. Breach ability made them like a move forward, made them have to like actually go forward. They were not able to hold out their back. Even if they were into the backside, they would have been picked off because of the breach ability. But no, actually that was a Brimstone. My bad on that. Brimstone's ability. I don't know why I mixed them up. Once again, I've mixed them up. But again, it was a Brimstone, beautifully done by him. And once again, the timeout phase is on. Talking about the teams at this point, we're seeing 5 kills from the Team LSTREAK and 4 wins from the Team KAIZEN. KAIZEN slightly like giving out a good fight against Team LSTREAK in this round, but we have to see who's going to come out on top, who's going to be that winner for today into the very end section, because Team LSTREAK, they know their strats. If we do talk about their strats, good player go see 1 the A, waiting out for the enemy section where they are going to head out, of how the enemies are actually moving, giving out that call out, having the upper hand into that location. Definitely is a showing up with their kills, with their like performance right into this match. But Team KAIZEN, talking about these guys, they're also not coming slow. They're like, if they even lose 1 or 2 matches, they straight up cover that up by just going straight up for that aggressive mode and getting right those wins back for themselves. But once again, we're seeing Gunhawks over here not making like a single move, waiting out for the enemies to make their move, come into the B section, come into the B site. But look at that, Gunhawk, his position, I think, has been revealed because of the Sova. But look at that, Gunhawk was flashed up. What just happened? Dino took that opportunity, eliminating him. Team LSTREAK's finally, like, in the upper edge corner right now. They're on the edge side, because look at that, another player got eliminated. Zeno got that too. Kaido is also down, leaving the fight up to a 5 versus 3 situation. Team LSTREAK only 3 players. Odin beautifully used by Splitten, getting that elimination, but Dino coming from the backside, eliminating Splitten as well. Finally getting that second kill for himself into this match. The fight goes up to a 2 versus a 4 situation with Team Kaizen having more manpower. But there we go, Reaper once again with that operator. He's ready. His operator was cut out short by OPM. Reaper got eliminated. Fight goes up to a 1 versus 3. And talking about Xeno, Xeno is not moving that much. But on the other hand, Sky, is he saving out the guns? Maybe Sky is actually saving out the guns onto the other side. And the spike, it's definitely just gonna burst out. It's definitely just gonna get detonated. And there we go. Another win for the attackers. Another win for the team Kaizen this time around as well. Getting 5-5 each from both of their side. One wrong move, I have to say. One wrong move that the team LS is doing is they're splitting up their teams. They're splitting up heavily. The boys that have the synergy for themselves, that have a good understanding for with each other, they should always stick together in this match. They should always stick together against each other, giving out that cover back to back for each other, with each other. Because one wrong move we're seeing from the team LSTREAK is they're getting a too much split. It takes them a longer amount of time to get back to like each other, to get back to themselves, to give out the covers, to like hold out their position, defend themselves. But on the other hand, on the contrary, we talk about the team Kaizen that does not lose this opportunity. As soon as they see, like, yes, there's 2 or 3 people super far away from the enemy side, they don't lose a single moment. They just straight up go for that aggressive mode, aggressive rush onto the team side and get them eliminated one by one. They pick them off one by one, slowly and gradually getting their kills up, and at the same time their wins up as well. But back to the fight, it's a and nobody has the upper hand right now. As soon as Team LS starts to get the upper hand, Team Kaizen just straight up catches up to them, straight up get that like kills for themselves as well. But at that same time, if Kaizen goes up, Team LSTREAK does not stay behind as well. They pull themselves together and straight up gets the win, straight up like covers the fight as well. Once again, we're seeing 5-5. Talking about the kills, we're seeing the top of fraggers from each and every one of their side. Gunhawks and OPM have a 10 kills. Death number is like low for Gunhawks, and at that same time OPM have 7 like deaths, but 1 assist on the Gunhawk as well. Not only does he have deaths, but at the same time 1 assist on his teammate as well. What just happened? Look at that. DevXZ is disconnected from the match right now. Can he actually like come back? Can he actually rejoin into the match? That they're 5-man once again. They can actually like make a difference with a 4-man, or maybe they have to be a 5-man to like win this round as well. The time will tell, because right now it's a timeout situation. The teams are actually going out to their positions. They're reconning. They're thinking which strats to pull off, which strats to actually go for. And one wrong move, one wrong strategy from the team Kaizen is what it takes to actually get them eliminated as well. And at that same time, we already talk about the team LS strats, that they're going different players, different holding on the positions and everything for themselves. That is what's pushing them off. That's what's holding them off to defend their areas, to actually defend them from like the aggressive mode from the team Kaizen. But once again, the match, we have to see, is it actually like gonna go up? Is it actually like the team's actually gonna go for the A side, the A long, or they're actually gonna go for the mid section, the mid like windows, the courtyard, or even the C short? Are they gonna actually go for the mid with the C section, the C short, the C windows section, or they're just gonna use that opportunity to go towards the C side? C side right now, it's not like heavily contested compared to the A side, in which case there's 2 people holding off to that A short area. They're just waiting out for anyone that's coming from the A short to shoot at them. But talking about the B back side, the team LSTREAK, they have their 2-man standing over there as well. but I still want to see how the team LS is actually going to pull off, because last the yesterday we saw their performance. It was just amazing, and I have to once again call out the team LS Reaper. This guy was a soul reaper at that time. He was a soul reaper into that position with those operator shots, with those firing onto the Dream Esports that they did yesterday. It was just amazing. But once again, they finally found a tough contender this time, and the team Kaizen, which is they're not giving out their chances. As soon as the team Kaizen sees their chance, they actually seize it, compared to the last time where teams were waiting out. They were losing their chances because of their late decisions and everything. But this time, both of the teams are quick to adapt at this locations, quick to adapt onto their surroundings, and that's what actually getting them flick killed. The beautiful flicks and everything that they're doing, that we're seeing them do it. But right now, once again, we have to see who's gonna have that sixth match. Even the game is actually giving us a hard time. It's actually teasing us with that, because once again, it's a timeout section. It's teams are taking their times, thinking about their strategy. But look at that team L Streaks. They're holding off their positions. They haven't moved. They haven't budged an inch. But at the same time, Kaizen, they're all focused on the A section. They're going to take that A lobby, the A long, or maybe the short section, but there's two players already waiting out for them. But we have to see if this all-out strategy for the team Kaizen is going to work out for them, or is it not going to work out for them. It's going to be a best of three, first of all, if I have to tell you. It's a best of three, and whosoever wins the first two, or if they win 1-1, it's definitely going to go into the final round. But judging from this, we can actually see a best of three happening here. They are definitely pulling each other legs at that same time, and they're giving each other a tough time. The gun section, Reaper has that operator, OPM has that operator, but at that same time, Wendell's two players are having that Wendell from the team LS side. Splitten once again using that Odin, and there we have it, a Phantom on Gun Hawk. But look at that, KZ, operator, two Wendells, actually three Wendells back to back, and one Phantom into their hands as well. So they're straight up going for that ARs. That they're not going for that machine guns. The machine guns are not really sometimes they're useful into the close fight, into the close section, but at that same time, if you miss even one shot from that area, if you start to miss, you're not going to be able to handle that machine gun very well after that. After you lose your composure, after you lose your area of fire, area line of fire, it's really hard to get back the hold of that gun. So they have to be really careful. Splitten actually has to be really careful in this section, and he has to make sure that he doesn't miss. He doesn't wave from his position, because as soon as he starts to wave out from his position, it's going to be over for him as well. But talking about the kills, talking about the thing talking about the things, the kills. Once again, we were talking about the 10-8-6-6-6 from the team LS. A total, if we have to count, a total kills from their side, the 6-6-12-18 and 26-36 onto the team LS side. Compared to the other side, we're seeing 17 and 24, 34, 36 and 34 kills. Only 2 kills difference, and that is because one or 2 rounds we saw people still surviving, people still being alive, because the spike was the one that got detonated. They were holding out their positions, they were not losing out their guns, and that was the reason that we're seeing this amount of a difference into the kill section. The kill section difference is that. But team Kaizen, they're really outperforming. This is the first time that I'm seeing actually them playing, but the way that they're actually doing it, the way that they're actually giving out the fight to the team L3, because I personally saw them yesterday playing out, and Oh, if I have to tell you, they are a tough nut to break. They are a tough nut to crack, but they're still like holding up to their positions against this team. They're still making sure that as soon as they're into the lower edge, as soon as they're into the lower hand, they're into the disadvantaged side. They finally pull themselves back off with those ropes and everything that they have at their disposal. Get those kills, get those wins for themselves as well, and beautifully dunning themselves as well. So a GG from their side. And Kaizen, I have no word for this. These boys, these players, they're actually holding out against yesterday's winner, LSTREAK Esports, because we saw LSTREAK and they were outperforming themselves at that time. They were outperforming the everything in that area. As soon as they judged the team, if I have to say, Dream Esports India, as soon as they judged them from the first match, oh my god, that was just beautiful from their side. It was just beautiful as soon as they knew what their strats were, as soon as they know what their thinking was. They just straight up went over there. They just straight up going on for that aggression, and after that, it was just over for the team Dream Esports. They did not even let them even have a single chance of actually getting up. But right now, Team L-Streak, they're on that edge side. They're actually on this edge location where both of these teams have equal kills. Both of these teams have equal chance that they're actually going to be able to win, and one wrong move or one wrong call outs from these teams can make up that difference, even in the end section, even in the last rounds, and even over here we can see after this fight actually starts once more, after this fight actually continues, they can actually just straight up goes for that a difference into the points, difference into the area. Talking about the match in particular, we're seeing the camera just moving into the different place, and even there's a bare head somewhere stuck. But there we go. Finally, the match started, and Reaper once again with that operator. He's trying his level best to get those kills. But Devex again with that Vandal, again with that beautiful kill, and even the Boombot was not gonna even do anything. Oh my god! And there we have it. Reaper with that operator. 2 down from the team KAIZEN. 3 actually down, and the team KAIZEN, which is already down to the last 2 players, they have to really think about their strategy. There we go, another operator shot from the Reaper, and the spike is also down, leaving only one person, OPM, the Chamber, with that operator as well to get Reaper down. Reaper is down. Finally, the fight is happening. It's 3 versus 1. Gunhawk has to really think about his strats at this point, and at the same time, OPM actually has to really think about himself as well, because one wrong move can make him face to face with that operator, with that shots from OPM, the Chamber side as well. But there we go, Kaido with that beautiful headshot on the Chamber, getting him eliminated, getting that operator as well for the team LSTREAK. Finally getting that 6th win, and this is going to be the final round before the half section, before the team actually changes out their composition. The defenders are going to be attackers, and the attackers are actually going to go for that defense. So they have to really think. They have to really think that what they are actually going to do, because we saw the team LSTREAK finally making a move, finally trying to get those kills for themselves and even get their win. So they're finally having the upper hand. They finally got that upper hand for themselves. But in the end, you have to see which one of these teams is actually going to be that is going to win. Once again, we're seeing the team LS holding out their positions at the C, B, and A respectively, but at that same time, team KAIZEN again with that C long section. Reaper getting him down. This guy with that operator is just amazing. And even look at that. Agent did not even know what just hit him. What just slammed onto his face, eliminating him as well. 2 kills onto the Reaper side. Team LS finally pulling themselves back on. Devex got OPM down. A second player Shitter out as well, but Zeno coming in with the clutch, eliminating DevXZ as well and getting that spike as well. The fight is a 1 versus a 4. Oh my god. And there we go. As soon as he's gonna come out over there, as soon as Zeno is gonna come out over there, Reaper is ready with that operator shot. Reaper is already ready with that operator in his hand to shoot at the enemy section. Just look at that. He is just chilling. He's just waiting, not making a move. Not making that like a bold moves to go forward. He know he has a like an operator. He needs to be into the long section, long areas. But look at that. The obscuring vision was finally out. As you know, he's not even planting. This guy is not planting up the spike. Maybe they're baiting these guys that they're in a different position, they're in a different angle. But there we go. Finally, the spike has been revealed. The location has been revealed. The spike has been actually planted. But there we go. They couldn't do it. Split in from the backside, from the front, on his face, eliminating Zeno, and as a 7th round win from the defender side. We are seeing the change of the position. Team LSTREAK finally going with the attacking side, and the KAIZEN being the guy that is gonna go out over there with the defender side. We have to see like a KAIZEN team and Team LSTREAK. They were like on edge to edge on the like when KAIZEN was on the attacker side and LSTREAK was on the defender side. But the things are changing. The things are in a different scenario this time, and we have to see if they're actually going to be able to do that. Are they actually going to be able to get those kills now? Because LSTREAK got 2 kills, like 2 rounds up for themselves, and now they don't have to hold. They have to go straight up for that aggressive mode. They straight up have to go for that aggression this time. But there we go. And the match started. 7 rounds for the Team LSTREAK. It's going to be a pistol round after the switch. And Reaper, who's over here, along with Splitten as well. They're not losing any moment. They're not losing a single amount of move. They're not making any wrong moves, if I have to say. They're not wasting their movement. They're not like giving out their moves and everything. But look at that. Splitten getting Dino down. Headshot. Oh my god. Through the wall. What was even that? Once again, KAIZEN really on the low edge side. Reaper coming from the back. Shredder may just get eliminated, but no, Reaper is gonna go with a different angle, and the headshot. What is going on? Team LSTREAK finally picking their pace up. All 5 of them are alive. All 3 from the team KAIZEN is right now down. The fight goes towards the 2 versus the 5 section. Splitten waiting out, holding out this position, and even the plant is going from the Kaido side in the A section. OPM again headshot. What is going on? We're seeing headshots this round, and not a single player got it aside from the headshot. And finally, there we go, another headshot. Both of them. Zeno got Devlex down, Reaper got OPM down, and at the same time, Kaido came in with the rescue, eliminating Zeno with that headshot as well. What was even like that? And I believe so. We have another person with us. So first of all, I would like to welcome Ahsan. So Ahsan, if you are here, welcome. No, actually, Ahsan is not here, and we have to see where Ahsan is. But for that, until then, the round still continues. The team LSTREAK having the upper hand for themselves, having the better chance of getting the first round for themselves into the winning section. But in the very end, can Team KAIZEN actually pull themselves off? Can Team KAIZEN actually get themselves together and hold out their position? We're seeing the Team LSTREAK going straight up with that C long section, C long area, and at the same time the Cubbies. But there we go. KZ Dino. Oh my god. KAIZEN finally got that one down on the K LSTREAK actually. And even at that point, he was not able to get any elimination. 4 players from 3 actually players from the team KAIZEN have been eliminated. And there we go. 4th player actually down as well, leaving only 1 player from the team KAIZEN alive. And on the contrary, 4 players from the team LSTREAK still being alive. Agent AK. He's the solo hope for the team, but oh my god, that beautiful grenade. 2 down, 1 with that like grenade, and the other one with that classic pistol. But in the very end, still, Team LSTREAK came on top. They got that clutch onto themselves and got that like another win for themselves as well. So a 9th win with the team LSTREAK. We're seeing them gradually getting up on the difference. 4 points difference, 4 wins difference, 4 rounds difference against Team KAIZEN. And finally, these guys are showing their true potential as the attacker side. As the attacker side, they're showing their true potential right now. And one wrong move into this area, one wrong move from their side can lead up to their whole formation being dismayed, whole formation being like fully forced out. KZ Agent AK right now again with the boom bot. The boom bot is out, and can that boom bot actually spot the player or not? Because one player from Agent AK got eliminated. Oh my god, that phantom headshot is just amazing. And at the same time, the AK holding out his position. Team LSTREAK finally in the edges section. They're on the edge side. They're trying to get their position from the A section, which was not like possible for them. But right now, they're changing out their positions. Only 3 of them are alive. 3 in 3 different areas, 3 different angles. But at the same time, KAIZEN having all 5 of them alive, a whole majority of them is holding out that A location. Majority of them is holding out that A position for themselves. But at that same time, look at that. Sky finally at the B section. Splitten having that spike for himself. Spike on himself. He has been eliminated. He has been taken down. What just happened? Oh my god. Kaido is here. Agent AK at that same time is gonna be the guy that is gonna get eliminated. Fun versus a 4 fight in the section. Devex tried his level best to get that kill for himself, but in the end couldn't. And once again, we are seeing KAIZEN come in with that clutch 6-9. The majority of the wins goes towards the team LSTREAK, and we're seeing that 9 wins from the team LSTREAK. The KAIZEN is also having those 6 wins for themselves. And once again, I would like to introduce Ahsan as the caster as well. So Ahsan, if you are here, welcome, man.
Thank you so much, Torrix, for having me. And yet again, what an amazing match between both of these teams. KAIZEN Esports so far, they are trying to, get those numbers even for themselves. But here we go, showstoppers coming in, and KZ Agent K taking down 2 of the players. But LS Gunhawk trading the situation again, and it's a 1v1 between OPM and Gunshawk. Gunshawk pretty much stranded into C long, and he'll be rotating from the attacker side spawn, and possibly will get to B side because it's only 58 seconds. He has to be quick on his decision, and let's see where the plant comes out and whether OPM will be able to get to the site on time and eventually let that plant not being deployed.
Well, Essen, I was just talking about the team LSTREAK like 4 to 5 rounds ago. Both of these teams were on the equal footing, 5-5, but Team LSTREAK finally came into the clutch, and even this time around, look at that, Chamber versus Chamber. The Vandal wins against that headshot, and 10th win, 10th round onto the Team LSTREAK, and on the other hand, KAIZEN having that majority like a backlash onto them with a 4 points actually difference.
Yeah, so it's just a difference of 4 rounds, and it's pretty much catchable, I must say. Otherwise, KAIZEN Esports, the kind of gameplay they have shown previously, I am pretty positive these guys can
Definitely
show us a comeback. But it's getting closer. It's getting closer to the victory for LSTREAK, and maybe LSTREAK will not be that easy this time around. But on the other side, Reaper pushing in, will be cratering out those angles. But here we go, Tour de Force is available, and this time around, Reaper have to be really careful before dashing inside the side. But as a recon board open up the position of one of the players from KAIZEN Esports, this gives an opportunity to Team LS to actually have the hold of a side. Now, the whole situation gets to a post plant. It's a 4v5, and so far we are seeing that Gunhawk could possibly be that backstabber, will give them a surprise, and eventually Team KAIZEN Esports can lose a few players on the hands of Gunhawk as well.
What? Look at that. And finally, the fight has actually started. Two players from each side being eliminated at that same point. Right now, Kaido is one of the players that got also eliminated by I believe so, the last actually player from the team, KAIZEN, but was not able to hold out his position, was not able to like defuse the spike. Look at that, a 5 points difference. Team LSTREAK slowly and gradually they're actually going out for their win, for the first round win. Only 2 rounds more that they need to win to get that complete victory over to the, I believe so, the first heaven map in this area. Because one wrong move at that same time from the L streak, we're seeing they go different angles, and that's what their demise usually gets to them. But right now, they finally pull themselves back together. They're straight up going all together, not a single player in a different angle. That can be a good thing for themselves and at the same time potential threat. But look at that, Reaper straight up using that jet dash, knocking, eliminating 2 players out, and even look at that, Sky getting 2 players down, leaving Chamber OPM as the final hope of the team. But there we go, finally nothing can
It's a
stop
flawless.
Reaper. It's just flawless. Reaper cannot be stopped when he has either the operator or the Vandal in his hand.
Yeah, you see, coming from the shadows, Kaido, teleporting directly into the seaside, and the way this guy quickly teleported again using the shrouded steps toward the garage door, it was really amazing, helping out Reaper there
Definitely.
to have the control of the whole situation. And here we go, Team LS pretty close to the win. It's a match point for them, and probably you're gonna see the first win of the day for LSTREAK, and KAIZEN Esports have to be
Oh,
really careful before getting in there. But it's a 4v5 once again. The Reaper getting in, taking down no one. Dino doing the job for the team. But
oh,
here we go. Aftershock coming in as well, clearing that angle. But even that utility being deployed, but Spinnin able to take down Dino. Here we go, another 1v1 between Zeno and Gunhawk. Is a 3v3 again. Wall banging going on. Very low on HP. Kaido being taken
oh.
out. It's a 3v2 once again. And here we go. Splitting taking care of Zeno. It's Strider versus OPM. OPM have that operator in his hand. So there will be a change of plan. And Dev going to Seaside for the plan. And here we go. Situation changing once again. And this time around, OPM have to play for the defuse. And the whole of the team deploying themselves into C long. Taking care of possible.
Oh.
Okay, Headhunter. Okay, you have to land those shots, but no!
Oh.
OPM taking damage. And here we go, LSTREAK winning their first match. And right after that, in a moment of joy, Hunter Fury was deployed by Splitten, and rest of the history, rest of the history. Team LS winning their first duel pretty handsomely. And Reaper once again leading
Definitely.
the charge from the front, bro.
Definitely, Reaper leading up the charge on that front row. And this guy, even yesterday, we saw he had like a 20 plus kills. And this time around, in the first round, he already got 20 kills with 12 deaths and 2 assists. 20 kills, at average combat score of 285. Right behind him is going to be DevX 247, 18 kills and 232 average combat score from the Kaido section as well. So we're seeing a 3 players from the team LS having that 200 plus combat score, whereas onto the KAIZEN side, we're only seeing a single player, Agent AK, with that 200 plus like a combat score. And aside from that, the other players, the Gunhawk, Splitten, and even Dino, Zeno, and the Shredder from the KAIZEN, they only got like 180, 190 scores in that section. But look at that, OPM in the very end, he tried his very best. He actually got like killed for his team. He was the last player to actually get eliminated from the match as well. So that would got him 14 killed and 197 like average combat score in this section. But still, the first like a 5 to 6 round that's and they were just amazing from the both of these teams. Actually, they were a tough nut to crack actually, and none of them were actually giving out each other a single amount of chance to win a round, to get on top of themselves. A single like mistake from either one of them was all it took to get the opportunity onto their hand and to get the opportunity onto the other team. And from outwards to sixth round, Team LS just composed themselves. They knew what they were doing, like we saw yesterday. They were analyzing, if I have to say, the first a few
Mhm.
rounds, and after that, as soon as they knew what their rounds were, it was all up to them to take the initiative.
But again, I would like to add this Team L Streak. They somehow just transform themselves when they are on attack. They're totally a different side when they're
Definitely,
on defense. But sometimes, I wonder what sort of more skill set these guys have. Moving forward onto different maps. But so far, Team L Streak continuing their win streaks just like yesterday. And again, I hope that Kaizen Esports come back. With a greater intent, with a
definitely.
broader intent, I must say, and change things out here and making it into a best of three. So far, we will be moving toward our second map after this short break. But I would request you guys all don't go anywhere, stick in on the stream, and we will be catching up with you with our second map of the day. And this way, the action will continue, and your support will also continue in the chat as well. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back after a short break. Yo, guys, welcome back after a short break, and you guys are watching Underground, brought to you by Global Esports, and we are pretty much ready for our second match, which will be played on Vine once again, just like yesterday. I have Torrix alongside me. Welcome back, Torrix, after the break.
Thank you, SNS, so much for that welcome. Even though I have to be that actually guy to welcome you instead, because you actually joined mid into the game. So, welcome again. Thank you, everyone. And even thank you, SN, for that warm welcome as well. So, finally, a second match, the bind one that we're going to actually see team face off against each other again. Team L Streak, we have already seen like familiar faces from their side even yesterday, like how they play and how their actually play strategy is. But Team Kaizen, we haven't actually seen them play out into the bind, so it's going to be a first experience from their side, from even our side, to see how they're actually going to play in this. And are we actually going to see a comeback? Because Team L3 bind hold is actually really good, if I have to say, because that was the first match they actually won yesterday. That was one of their win streaks.
Yeah, that's how they started yesterday against Team Dream Esports India, and today it's a different contender. But again, Streak will be pretty much ready because this time around they're not on the defense side. Kaizen Esports will be starting on defense. Attack side, we are seeing Team Streak Esports and Reaper already locking in Jet. Obviously, man, there is no second thought on that. But this time around, Dev's going with the Sky, so they are planning to go with a double initiator once again. Splitton will be picking, I believe, Sova, and Gunhawk going with the chamber. So far, it's not locked yet, and Brimstone could be that guy who might be a counter of KZ's breach, because both of these guys, their
Select your
roles are a little
agent.
bit more different. But smokes from the Brimstone can can actually be pretty uh, complicating things for all these guys on the Kaizen Esports side. But Zeno once again going with Astra.
Definitely.
Having Astra on this map really plays a crucial role because those nebulas, those I can say stars can do wonder for you.
Definitely, yes, and agree with you on that, because Nebula's abilities, the gravities, wells, and everything that he just pulls out, sucks out the enemies onto like its ability, not making them move too much, just slowing out their positions. And even with those Nebulas that you talk about, it's really a good cover for the team as well. So we have to see how the covers are actually going to be provided, because yesterday we saw a Killjoy in this map. This time around, no Killjoy, but Astra this time. The rest of the composition, I believe it's almost kind of like the same, but we're seeing Breach and Brimstone, both of them playing out into this map. Agent AK having one and Kaido having the other one. So we have to see how the stim beacons are actually going to affect, and at that same time, how the rest of like Breach's abilities is actually going to hold out the teams into this location. Finally, the first match started. The teams are actually like in a split location. If we do talk about the team Kaizen, two of them are at the A holding out that position, and the rest three at the B straight up holding out. If I have to say, the windows, the windows area, I think so. They're holding out the B short, but look at that. LS, they're coming
Out of
from
charges.
that teleporter side, the B teleporter. Three players.
Yeah, here we go. It was a kind of a bait, but this time around, OPM not missing even a single shot here on Team L-Streak and L-Streak. Right in the midst of the very first minute of this match, they are down to 4 man standing. Prim holding the spike. Let's see whether we're going to see a rotate from A short to A, or this time around, change of plans can come, and our team L3 can possibly go on B. Here we go. Shock darts.
Revealing area.
Checking the lamps angle. And there we go. Another star deployed in the close vicinity of the teleporter as well. Here we go. Change of plans. Once again,
30
Brimstone
seconds left.
getting toward the B
Spike
side,
down
Oh,
but
B.
Dino doing a wonderful job with his ghost. paint shells following up. This time around, it will hold Sova at his bay for quite some time. But here we go.
But no.
Peak shot, and this time around, Team LSTREAK not losing this duel once
10
again.
seconds left.
What?
Flashpoint
What?
was used pretty good, but Agent AK somehow got tagged by Split, and it's a 2v2. LSTREAK,
Scanning ahead.
time has already passed, so no point of going for the plant
Team
now.
LSTREAK.
And KAIZEN Esports pretty smoothly getting their first round.
Definitely, Kaizen easily getting out their first point with that holding positions. They did not like overcommitted in that area. They knew what they were doing. They knew that the enemies were coming from their side, and all they had to do was not let them plant, and the timer will do its wonder. But once again, we're seeing Team LSTREAK coming out from the B section. They're trying to hold out that B section from their for their self. The windows, the shorts, they're gonna make out their way through that. But look at that, OPM once again into the shower side, holding out and waiting that as soon as he might actually may get a chance again through the teleporter shots. But look at that, OPM eliminating Kaido. Team LSTREAK is not looking that good this time on the second round as well. They're not looking that good. Even the satchels are out. The damage are definitely due onto the team. But Dino, can he actually hold down his position? Yes,
Oh, good
Agent
one.
AK is going to come in with a clutch, eliminating 2 players. And there we go. Third player, flawless. Flawless it is. And not a single player from the team KAIZEN got eliminated this time. And this might just be the push. This might just be that round. This might just be that map that Team KAIZEN actually needs to push themselves back into the spot, Essen.
Yeah, definitely they can make this counter go their way as well. So far, it's a 0 win on their side. So if bind goes well for them, they can possibly, make things happen. But here we go. Some of the
Satchel out.
Astra stars being deployed right next to Torrix as well.
Oh,
Gravity well coming in. But here we go. Dino taking out 2. Reaper and Kaido, both of them will be taken out. So it's the 4v3 once again. But Headhunter versus Wendo. This time around,
One enemy
Wendo winning
remaining.
the duel. But look at
What?
Fighters, the way he is pushing and cornering the whole team of LSTREAK. So it's a 1v2 once again.
One
LSTREAK
enemy
also
remaining.
losing some of the players, but Gunhawk doesn't miss it.
I have
It's a
spike.
1v1 between Astra and LSTREAK. Gunhawk has no idea where the
Dang.
player is, but this time around, Zeno not missing his shots and possibly will be picking up that gun as well. And also that kill, and this makes the counter of these rounds going one more in the favor of Team KAIZEN Esports, and it's a 3-0 for Team KAIZEN. So far, a very good execution on the defense side, a little bit more aggressive, but anyhow, it's a 1v1, and win is a win, no matter how it comes. But there we go,
Definitely.
Zeno taking out the final player, and Team KAIZEN Esports 3-0 so far.
3-0 so far. Kaizen has set up the standard in this match, but look at that. Once again, in the showers, the Dino is ready. 2 players are right in front in the last, like the last actually round as well. But there we go. Boombot is out. It's going to reveal the locations, and the team of Kaizen right now is going for the safe side. We're seeing them go out for that safe side. They're not overcommitting this time like they did in the last match, but once again, Team L-Streak finally getting 1 knock, 1 elimination for them. But oh my god, OPM with that operator. This guy is one heck of an operator user as well. But what just happened? A beautiful headshot from Agent AK. He just got that down, and there we have it. Inside of the smokes, Dev got him through that. Even a sheriff, and then the one down. Dino's down too. The fight goes towards the 1 versus 3. Gunhawk with his ability gun as well. The chamber using a beautiful shot, throwing everything that they have. The attackers finally are attacking us, and we're seeing them finally attacking onto this location. And even Gunhawk having that operator, he's actually holding out the back section. He's actually holding out the B hall for himself, because he know that the enemy is going to come from there. And there we have it. The location is revealed, and now all they have to do is wait out for him.
Definitely the
Oh,
wait
Take the
Is what
gun.
it's gonna take, and another one down in this process. So far, making things pretty much even for Kaizen Esports, but Kaizen Esports again, you know, situation clutching them out, and LSTREAK winning their first round is a 3-1.
It's a 3-1. They still have a long way to go. They still have to catch up to the KAIZEN Esports right now. So we have to see, is LSTREAK really gonna pull off the same strat that did that they actually did the last round? Because once again, from the team LS side, we're seeing Reaper finally getting that operator in his hand. Reaper finally having that operator. That means that someone is definitely gonna go down, and there we have it. Zeno eliminating Splitten, but Reaper came in with that operator's clutch, eliminating the second player as well. The fight is a 4 versus 4, and oh, beautifully done by him. 86 health still left on the Reaper side, but operator shots, Essen, this guy has just the golden hand. This guy just knew where to stand, where to stop, and where to shoot at the enemies to get them down. But Dev finally going out for that heal. He's trying to heal his teammate up, but KAIZEN, can they actually let that happen? Oh my god, beautiful use of the abilities, beautiful use of the flashes from this guy's side. But look at that. Oh, the guns, the flicks, Essen from the team KAIZEN and team LSTREAK. Both of them, they're giving out their best. Hell is finally getting that Agent AK down. Shaders getting Kaido down, but Dev's coming with the Shitter's death as well, making the fight a 2 versus 1 situation, in which case Chamber has to do something, and team LSTREAK having the upper hand right now. We can just assume that they're gonna win this round as well, and they have this round in their hand as well.
Yeah, so far the situation shows it's back to OPM. Everything is on his shoulders, and the big responsibility comes in. Diffuse, pretty much, I guess, not gonna come from the side of OPM, and this time it's a save. And Team Kaizen Esports will definitely take care of this in the next round. Maybe this guy try for some exit frags, but so far both of these teams have opted different ways for themselves, and not gonna face off. But the way Agent AK used, I'm sorry, his ability, especially in the lamp area, the fault line, the aftershock, and also the flashpoint, it made
Hmm.
Team LSTREAK to stay back for quite some time. But again, there was no back support for that guy, and eventually Team LSTREAK, you know. Pretty much gaining the control of lamps as well. But here we go, Gunhawk
Look at
already
the
taken out.
what?
Dino TV also taking out one more. So Team L
Revealing
Streak
area.
losing 2 of their players. Nebula pretty much
There they
covering
are.
Devs here, and his position is revealed and been also taken out. So Dino TV going with the 2 kills so far. Another one. Here we go. Dino with the 3K. Kaido taking care of Zeno. So it's the final player. Owl Drone going in. We'll, give the information to the team where the final player is, and once the gun is in the hands of Team Kaizen Esports player, definitely aftershock. I'm sorry. The bolts are also being used from the side of Scheider, but his gun is already being taken. Here we go. Kaido
Oh,
taking down one more. Dino TV with a 4K. Doing a great job
def
and winning this round pretty handsomely, just losing one of their player and making LSTREAK pay for the previous round. So far, Team Kaizen Esports are in control while defending on this map, but things can change. Things can go south when Team LSTREAK will be on, defense, and the same script will be repeated with the Kaizen Esports. But so far, the scoreline difference is not that much, so Kaizen Esports have to be very careful if they need that win on this round. But again, a hookah push, Boombot was ready, not deployed, but this time around we have aftershock available, and fault line
Enemy.
on the other side. 2 of the players, Reaper and Split in there, pushing from B long as well, and whole of the team's
Nowhere to run.
situation again
beautiful.
toward the B side. But
What?
Splitten on the other side taking out 2 players with his Hunter's Fury. But here we go. It's a 1v2 situation. both of these
Last
players,
player
but
standing.
OPM
1v4.
couldn't do much. But here we go. It's between Gunhawk and Kaizen Esports player OPM Zeno,
No.
and here we go. Gunhawk winning that duel. So LSTREAK again, taking one more round under their belt. So it's a 4-3 scoreline, still a close call. But if I say on attack, Team LSTREAK is doing pretty well.
uh, Essen with a 4 and a 3 difference. Elstreak slowly and gradually we're seeing them come close to the team Kaizen Esports as well. In which case, Kaizen Esports in the first round, they were like the first 2 to 3 rounds, they were just amazing. They were on the dominating performance. But once again, we have to see how is it gonna happen. And look at that, Agent AK getting that huge damage on himself. He had that shotgun in his hand. He couldn't do anything in the long ranges as well. The only hope that he can actually do is in the close range. And even look at that, a Dino finally being
Oh,
spotted, split it through that door, eliminating Dino. One player from the team Kaizen is finally eliminated as a second player. If we have to say, is kind of low as well. And look at that, Team Kaizen HP is not looking that good, but behind from Zeno side, finally a knock, finally an elimination. Agent AK also using his flashes, but Reaper with
oh.
that operator in hand, he did not even have the chance to actually execute the operator. And there we have it, another easy win for the team L-Streak. And once again, the tables have turned and the points are equal.
Yeah, timeout coming from the side of Kaizen Esports. The change of strategies may possibly come, and is they're pretty close. They're pretty close to I can say changing things out because it was pretty much a thrifty round from the side of Kaizen, but they couldn't execute it properly. They were low on guns and everything, but this time around, I must say, a very good comeback from the side of Elstreak. They were looking a little bit more clumsy in the very initials of the round, the way they started out things out, and the way OPM, I'm sorry to say OPM was playing with his tour de force. I was a little afraid. I was having this fear in my mind. Can possibly Kaizen Esports will get this round thrifty as well. But here we go. Things are again even out for rounds to each of the team, and this can also change the way Team L-Streak gonna play the coming rounds because once we can see L-Streak, if they're in their comfort zone, they would do wonders, and things can go south for Team Kaizen Esports if they're not ready for it.
Both teams have to be onto their toes and they have to be into their like uh, present mind for this opportunity to not lose themselves up and not get eliminated. Because 1 round more from the team L Streak, if they win this one, it's over for the team Kaizen. So they really have to push through this round. They really have to finally get that opportunity for themselves to win this one and make it a final round. But look at that, finally the boombot that you were talking about, he has taken its first flight into that teleporter. 5 men still standing, and a recon vault locating a Reaper, and there we go, Hunter Fury once again being started from Shida's side, trying his level best to actually make some damage onto the players, but couldn't do it. But the shock dart from the enemy side may leave Shida in
Oh,
shambles, and there we go,
Reaper!
Reaper with the operator. Dude, this guy, he's just on another level when he has that operator. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to use that gun, and he's using it through the full SN, if I have to say. But once again, Team Kaizen Esports, things are not really looking good for them. It's a 4 versus 2 situation, and Team LS having that upper hand into the B section. Team LS has the upper hand. But there we go. Reaper has been eliminated. Kaido got a Xeno down and making the fight a 1v3 attacker already won. And there we have it. The 5th player already died from the Kaizen before the plant could have even happened.
Yeah, but even using the aftershock and having an Odin in his hand, things couldn't go well for Agent AK. Agent AK was pretty much ready for everything. He was well prepared for that situation where he might have to deal with 2 or 3 players in the final moments of this match, this round. But so far, again, L-Streak started their quest toward the success, toward the victory, and it's a 4-5. But Reaper, with that operator in his hands, that's what something
Oh,
team Kaizen Esports have to be worried about. But this time around, Agent
what?
AK with his Marshall
Marshall!
taking care of Reaper with that classic headshot. With that classic headshot, here we go. Fault line coming in, might be concuss the player standing right in the corner, and that would be none other than, I believe it's LSTREAK player. But here we go. It's a 1v1. Dev taking down one, but OPM taking down one, but Dev taking care of OPM as well. It's again 2v2. The plant is with the chamber, and here we go. Gunhawk planting on
Spike
B
planted.
side. But on the other side, we have Zeno and Agent AK. Signature also giving out the information from which
Done
side
here.
the team players are coming in.
The
Slowly and
plant has
steadily, it's
been
a
done
push
thus
from B long. Yep.
Yep, it is definitely a B-long push, and the team Kaizen is trying their level best to not only like eliminate the enemies, but
Last
to get
player
that
standing.
spike diffused as well. And look at that, 2 versus 1 situation, and there we have
Oh,
it.
good
Agent AK
execution.
getting both of them down. Great execution, as in if I have to say, and even on top of that, the diffusion
Oh,
happened.
winning
The
that
plant
thrifty.
has been diffused. They got that win. The fight is back onto the 5-5. Kaizen coming in with that clutch and making the fight again equal onto the rounds. And SN 2 more rounds until the switch, and we have to see after the round switches, after the teams are actually switching out their positions, what their team composition is. Because the sixth one, who's going to take that sixth one and seventh one? Are we going to actually see like both of them taking 1-1 and changing until the composition, or it's going to be a different section? Is a team Kaizen going to be on top before that change happens, or is the team LSTREAK going to be coming out with that clutch?
Yeah, let's see. That's the story we're gonna see in the next few minutes. But so far, if we see the situation, both of these teams are ready for everything. And Kaizen Esports, after winning this thrifty round, their confidence will be sky high. So far, the way they have traded those blows onto Team LSTREAK Esports, Team LSTREAK might have to be prepared for the next round. And this time around, they can't let any nook or cranny, uh, you know, uh, I can say go
Yeah,
the way Team Kaizen Esports. But
agree.
there's Sova from the side of Kaizen. Strider is disconnected. This may lead to a little pause, but once the guy is on board for the next fight, we're gonna start the action again. But look at Agent AK with that breach. He's doing a phenomenal job. He's giving his team the vital cover. He's holding the players and at their bay, and at the same time, this guy is picking up frags, which is a good thing for any of the team. And that's what you expect from your player when you deploy them uh, at a position as a solo, not having any backup. And so far, Agent AK have done a great job. Last round, both of those players, their attention was toward one player, and could possibly, Skyhawk could have been that backstabber, but right time, right reflexes, making things happen for Team AK, Team. I'm sorry, Kaizen Esports.
Yes, Kaizen Esports, what their mindset is to give out each other cover at that same spot is what's making them like win these fights, win against these teams. Because both of them, three of them, or how many players actually go with each other, is the key factor for them to get those kills. They have like different areas covered. They have different players that giving them different angle covers and damage onto the enemy side as well, making it more easy for them to pick off of that kills. But once again, if we do talk about the SN round, both of these teams have won a 5-5 rounds. The competition is once again tough. We're seeing the same flashbacks from the last round, the heaven round, that both of these teams had equal amount of like wins into the very start. But at the same time, when the composition changed, when the teams actually switched the position, that was when the magic happened. That was when the team LSTREAK actually came on top. They knew how to utilize their position onto that attacker side, and they just straight up went for that aggressive mode, straight up went for that actual shots and everything. Like they were all together, they were not losing a single player behind, and straight up like aggressing onto the team. They did not even let Kaizen even have a slightest opportunity to defend themselves back when they were attacking.
Yep. So far, here we go. The good news is Strider is back on board, and we're gonna get started once again. Two more rounds to the switch, and things gonna change for us. Kaizen Esports on attack, and L-Streak will be defending this time. But so far, uh, the situation is under control. Both of these teams are playing phenomenally and not letting anyone to uh, go for that run, go for that lead. But so far, I'm liking it because uh, this way things get more interesting. If this best of three goes to the third map, it will be more interesting to watch because both of these teams will be playing on a different level, on a different mindset, on a different kind of strategy on the third map, and can you know bring out more stars. Just like yesterday, we saw Reaper. He was just unstoppable. The opposition
Oh,
team had no clue how to stop this guy with that operator. And every time, even at the start of the round, this guy was picking first bloods. This guy was holding mid. This guy was not letting teams to get even near to the bomb site. And that's what makes a big player. And eventually, these players can catch the eyes of those professional esports, international professional esports, I must say, uh, esports team. But here we go. Things have started out. It's a push. It's an aggressive push. Satchel coming in, giving some damage
oh,
to Brimstone. Brimstone already taking care of that port angle with his, I must say, with his Molotov. But Zeno taking out first one. Another one down. Team LC down to two man, but they have
oh.
traded one player. Dino is
Spike
also low
down
on
A.
HP. He might be playing from the back lines, but Reaper on the other side making things even for both of
One enemy
his
remaining.
making things easy for his team.
What?
But Dino with that flick taking out Dev. So it's a 1v3 situation, and so far, Team LS. They are now on the receiving end, and possibly another round going to the side of team. Oh my god, Kaizen Esports,
There.
Dino landing the
Last
final
round before the
blows,
switch.
and this round pretty much goes to Team Kaizen Esports. So far, being a race, doing a great job. This guy is just not letting team to even get closer to the plant site. But so far, the final round before the switch, and let's see whether we're gonna see again a score line of 7-5, or it will be a 6-6 each. Because if Kaizen Esports finish this on a
You want to
7-5
play?
and
Let's
wins the
play.
pistol round, things can go their favor. But here we go.
What?
Okay, Reaper with his Blade Storm picking off one. Trying the another one, but this time around, Agent AK taking care of that. Fault line is ready for Splitten, and the moment this fault line gonna hit Splitten, you know, the peak gonna come from the
I've
side of
got your
Kaizen Esports.
trail.
But Brim deploying his Sky Smoke on the entry, and at the same time, also the Molotov being thrown. Seekers are out. Seeker taking care of Agent AK and Dino TV. Both of their positions are revealed, and this gives a entry for team. Okay, L Streak to the side, but this time around, another aftershock coming through. Okay, okay, don't peek this
Oh,
guy. He has his sword of forces ready for you. Okay, this time around,
there you
Gunhawk doesn't miss.
go.
It's a 3v3 again. Some trades are coming through,
Oh,
but
he.
AK also peeking from the same angle. Kaizen Esports now
One enemy
on the
remaining.
receiving end. Here we
Oh my
go! Kev
god.
taking care of both of the players, and things are closing even for both of these
Switching
teams,
sides.
and the switch gonna happen. And so far, things are on an interesting turn for both of these teams. And this time around, Team Elstreak, especially Gunhawk, the way he steered everything in the favor of his team, this was phenomenal. Otherwise, the clear-cut man advantage on the side of Kaizen Esports could have done the deed for themselves.
Yeah, and they could have like actually pulled that off, but Team LS, the way that they just hold it out their position, they knew that Team Kaizen was gonna come out through the B. They were gonna plan on at the B section because the last round they won was that A. Everyone was gonna think they're coming A, but they choose the B section, and that was their biggest mistake, if I have to say, at that point. But once again, the fight has started. The last round before the switch, they have to like get everything out of their inventory, out of everything into their like monies to buy each and every single abilities that they have. But Shredder
Okay.
finally being eliminated by Kaido. Headshot. Ghost fight is happening. And another fire from Reaper. Agent AK is down. Zeno getting the Reaper and Kaido down as well. The fight is back to the 2 versus 2. What is going on? We're seeing trade-off knocks, but there we
Oh,
go. Once again, 1 versus 1 actually. Both of these players at that same time and knocked each other out, pulled each other out. But Zeno finally going to the B section and is deploying the spike. The spike has been planted, and at that same time, the abilities are going to be of use. This is the final round. If you don't use your abilities right now, when are you ever going to do that? But once again, Gunhawk slowly and steadily trying his level best to find Astra, but to no avail. Zeno Astra is not making the slightest move. Kaizen might just get this like round for themselves. Kaizen might just win this round for themselves. But once again, there we go. The area, the ability has been deployed. Nothing onto that. The fire is definitely gonna happen, but there
oh,
we have it.
Gunhawk!
Can he actually pull that off? Can he actually pull off the defusing of the
No!
spike? But no, he was so close. Oh my god! But attackers Kaizen finally got that round for themselves. GG paid out, waiting for the opportunity to like the spike to get deployed, burst out. They just played with the time, if I have to say, Essen.
Yeah, they play time, and that's what the doctor recommends. That's what the doctor recommends to play the time in the post-plan situation. And Team Kaizen Esports winning their pistol round, and so far they are going on a full buy. The Spectres are out, okay, and Team Kaizen Esports this time around they're eyeing themselves toward A side. A side, Gunhawk, holding the port angle right next to the lamps,
Scanning ahead.
and on the other side, Strider's checking things out on the B side, but Reaper taking care of OPM. And Reaper also low on HP, clearing out the Shower's angle. So Team Kaizen Esports is down to 4 men, and possibly there'll be a change of plans. Teams might have to move toward the B side this time around. But Gunhawk is low on HP. They want that kill. Zeno is ready for that. They might check for those flanks. But Reaper so low on HP, might be if he goes in a 1v1 fight, things can be in the favor of
Dicey
Team
for.
of Streak. But another great work, a trade happening, but it's too quick to move toward A side. Dino TV taking care of both of those players. But here we go, another one
What?
down. Things are getting in favor of Kaizen Esports. It's a 3v2 situation, and Plant is with the Breach. Breach will be planting right next in the mid of this site. And here we go. Already, Team Kaizen Esports ready for everything. Recon board given out the position of Dino TV. Dino TV is ready, and here we go. Nebula deployed right on the entry of B hall, and Spritten also rotating from the back side. B back. There we go. This guy is already, he doesn't know the angle is covered. Here we go.
What?
Aftershock flashpoint going in. Gunhawk very low on HP, and he will be also taken out. So it's 8-6. KZ Dino TV with the 3K in this round, making things happen for his team. Kaizen Esports so far looking good, but this time around, Team LS also will be coming with a force buy, and Team Kaizen Esports should be ready for those Phantoms and Vandals, because I must say Spectre's not gonna do well against those guys.
Yes, and I agree with you on that. Kaizen is straight up going for those SMGs comp for themselves, and even look at that. One player even have the classic, and the other one with that sheriff. So two of them are actually going
Oh,
with those
Reaper!
guns with the easy guns. But no, Reaper, this guy. I told you, Essen, that this guy get this guy even a Vandal
Oh,
or the
another
operator.
one.
He's gonna annihilate
Oh,
everything. Three killed back to back before getting eliminated by Zeno. Beautifully done by him. The team LSTREAK having the upper hand because of the solo guy, whereas he's the only one that died. The rest of four can actually pull this off against the two
oh,
players, in which case
depth.
Devik Z finally got Zeno down, and there we have it.
Oh, game
Kaido
over.
eliminating Shitter Z, and another round for the Team LSTREAK. Finally, Team LSTREAK, we're seeing them come in close. And as you said, the SMGs, the Spectres are not going to do wonders. That definitely happened.
Yeah, definitely. These guns are pretty, clinical in the close range, but when it comes to the accuracy and the effort, team, these guns like Vandal and Phantom wins the duel because there is less effort required to actually get someone down on a longer range, and that's what Team LS Reaper did. Here we go, Bladestorm is ready, and this time around again OPM versus Reaper. He's checking each and every angle. He's holding right next to that door, but Kaizen Esports using their Cosmic Divide. Okay, OPM is low on HP. Here we go,
What?
Reaper taking out one team Kaizen Esports. This time around, they have planted a site, but Kaizen Esports losing two of their players.
Right here.
OPM and Raze, both of these players are down. Kaizen Esports on the other side.
Shotgun.
They'll be playing a post-plant situation. Brim pushing through the labs. Incendiary already used in labs, but Gunhawk
Oh
taking
my
care of
god.
one. Another one down. Okay. Dev taking care of Zeno, so it's Breach versus
Wonderful.
everyone. Breach versus everyone. AK taking down one. FK going for the second one.
What?
Wall bagging, but Reaper with those blade storms on board, winning, pretty much winning that round for his team because this guy picked up the vital players, the vital angles, and closing things out for his team. So LSTREAK once again into the game. So scoreline is even once again. It's 8-8 for both of the teams. But let's see how Kaizen Esports gonna use the ult from Agent AK because okay, okay. Once again, coming back to this these rounds, things are too much happening. There's too much happening in the map that sometimes you have no clue what's going on around you.
There we
But
have it.
this time around, Rolling Thunder is
Operator
available.
once again.
Rolling Thunder is on board. Can be used on either of the sides, but this time around, Team Kaizen Esports, they are going for the B. But Reaper
Oh.
with that operator missing
No.
out the second shot, but they have to be a little bit more on the defense. On the other side, Kaizen Esports also pushing from the side of Hookah as well. Okay. Peek, my man. Showstopper. Okay, Showstopper taking out Reaper.
Oh.
And Rolling Thunder also used from the side of Kaizen Esports, but they have lost their players. So it's a 3v3. Another one down. Okay, two more down. It's a 1v1 between Brim and Breach. Brim is moving from the side of defender spawn, but on the other side, let's see where the plant goes. Where the plant goes down. It's 37 seconds, and Breach is still waiting. And Kaido somehow this wait time
30 seconds
is
left.
making Kaido to rotate back to A. Both of these guys are
What?
looking in two different directions.
They're going in a different direction than where they're supposed to be. Agent thought that someone is gonna
Okay,
hold
okay.
out the B section as soon as he's gonna
10
plant, he's gonna
seconds
shoot,
left.
but no, finally, once again, they're face to face. He can actually get him down, and there we go. Oh, this was a crucial time that they needed. Now he just has to win, but no!
What a win!
Even in the last second, Breach did it. Oh my god, Essen, what just happened? The last second, the attacker pulled
Last
it
few
off.
seconds. Oh my god, this guy just baited out Kaido. Kaido wasn't expecting in the final seconds of this round Breach will be pushing that aggressively, and that's what did the deed for Team Kaizen Esports. They managed to get that round, but I must say Agent AK should be proud of himself the way he used the time, the way he didn't let that time bite him off. But Reaper once
Oh,
again doing wonders with that operator. Devs on the other side using the guiding light to, blinding anyone, everyone, making them illegally blind. But
oh my
Reaper
god.
missing out shots once again. Dino TV is in a close vicinity. Again, a peek coming in, and this time around, those satchels being deployed to, clear out those angles. But Kaizen Esports losing one of their player will get them a little bit more defensive, and they have to
Look
change
at
their
the B
plans
side.
and choose a different side this time around.
Look at the B side, S, and nobody is holding on the B side. Kaizen Esports actually, if they go towards the B section, they can easily plant that spike off. But
Oh!
look at that! Oh my god! Dino, beautifully done with his ability with this grenade and getting
Oh,
the
be
player
careful, bro.
down and eliminated the fight. It's back to the 4v4. Reaper, once again, with that operator. We have to see if he's going to miss out the shot, because this one is going to be a crucial one. And
30
if you
seconds
miss it,
left.
it's gonna be over for you as well. They're waiting out for the time. They're like holding off to the time. But Gunhawk, he's looking from the back. He's looking at the B short section, not the long section. But finally, the
Okay,
location has been
okay.
revealed. 3 players, 4 players actually
Oh,
coming.
taking him
Gunhawk getting
down.
the Dino down, but Agent AK getting
Oh,
him down as well.
Reaper!
Reaper coming with that operator, and look at that. Reaper has been eliminated by Agent AK with that a beautiful like a headshot from the Wendell. The fight is a 2 versus 2, and even the Kaizen team Kaizen having the lower
No!
hand, and there we have it. Kaido, oh my god, beautiful like operator on his side, and one player going for the defuse, other one is going for that aggressive mode. Kaido is out there waiting on
Oh,
for him, and there we have
Kaido.
it.
GG's.
Team LSTREAK getting that 9th win for themselves as well. And Essen, fight is back on the track. Fight is back on the equal footing for both of these teams. Nothing is stopping them for seizing that last moment opportunities.
Yeah, nothing is stopping from seizing those opportunities. And yet again, uh, all the time, both of these teams are amazing all those viewers with these gameplays, with these plays, the way the change of scope, the quick change of the aim from the side of Reaper came in on, I must say, OPM. OPM was clueless whether he gonna get shot from that side, because he could be that surprised, but Reaper was well prepared. But again, score lines are even. Things might get into a overtime if nothing goes wrong for both of these teams. The way these guys are playing, if they didn't let anyone, I must say, just
Take 2 rounds.
uh, just take them out, or I must say, just not letting them, giving them an advantage in any situation. Things can go pretty much toward the overtime. So far, things are even out. But if we talk about Team LS and Kaizen Esports, both of these teams are pretty much balanced, and it shows the kind of competition between these two teams is pretty much on point. But here we go. Hunter Fury is ready. Tour de Force is ready on the side of Kaizen Esports, but the Seekers and I must say, Brimstone's ultimate is also available, and this can do wonders in post-plan situations. They can actually use that to clear out some angles where a lot of congestion happens. Players tend to hold for a while, and that can give some extra kills to Kaido as well. But Kaido doing a very good job being on the back lines, taking care of these things. The last round we saw, Breach played him well. Agent AK, he was ready with everything, but Kaido so far helping out his team, smoking out wide angles, taking care of those angles. But again, uh, we will be moving toward one more round, and after that, situation will be a little bit more clear.
Most definite, as then we have to see how the teams are actually like gonna seize this opportunity, because it's all up to their seizing. Like
You want
one
to
wrong
play?
move, if I
Let's
have to say,
play.
can lead up to their demise in this point, and one wrong round can make them vulnerable for the other team to like take up that chance as well for their win. But once again, Reaper with that
Nowhere to
operator
run!
waiting out for Dino. Dino may just show his face, but he's hesitating. As soon as Dino heard that there was an operator in the front side, Dino is not going to come out. But once again, we're seeing a push from like the a lamp side and
Okay,
at the
OPM.
same time a short side. But there we go. Devs got one player down, and at the same time, OPM using his ultimate got that player down as well. The fight is back to the 4v4. One wrong move, in which case Kaizen getting one more elimination onto the team LSTREAK. The fight is a 3 versus a 4 situation in which Kaizen is having the upper hand. Plus, on top of that, the plant.
OPM.
Oh my god, look at that OPM. But there we go. Hellfire came in with that clutch, making everyone lose out their position. Gunhawk getting 1 down, 2 down. Fight is a 1 versus 2. We have to see how Kaido is going to play this off. And there we have it. Kaido 1 versus 1. One wrong move from Kaido, and that is elimination for the team as well. But there we go. Shock darts came in, but there we have it. One elimination. He got the players
Time.
picked off, but not the defuse. Oh my god. And even he lost his gun. He couldn't save his gun into the very end. But still, the kill pick-off section was just amazing from this guy. He did not even wasted a single opportunity. He did not like wasted his abilities onto something to save himself, but to attack onto the enemy side as well.
Yeah, Shiders really played him out, I must say. The way he used his uh, shock dart, it really delayed the process and giving some damage to Kaido, which led him to actually eventually get out of that smoke because those shock dart can be followed by another shock dart, which can be not a shock for any of the teammates. But here we go, Aldrone giving some more information about the hookah control. Two of the players are in there. They're pretty much expecting them to come from here, but seeing this situation so far, it will give an easy entry, but entry is not that easy. LSTREAK losing two of their players. Hunter Fury is pretty much deployed, and here we go, B side. Hunter Fury is being used, but no success so far. OPM planting. We have devs uh, in the midst of
Oh,
Hookah and been already taken care. Strider's taking care of Splitten, so it's the final. Reaper is a
what?
1v2 now. Reaper taking down two. Blade Storm is available. It could be a clutch, but Dino said,
No.
not today, my bro. And taking care of Reaper, and KAIZEN Esports Jet winning another duel. So it's a 11-9, and they're pretty close to their victory. Two more rounds to go, but LSTREAK so far, the previous round, they invested a lot. They invested their ultimates, and now they have to be pretty careful. They have to go for an eco round because they were trying for a thrifty, the way they were on the, the willable the willable weaponry they had. It was kind of low graded, but this time around again, LSTREAK going with some sheriffs, a couple of sheriffs, a marshal in the hands of Splitten, and a classic for Gunhawk. So the first entry needs to come from LSTREAK, otherwise things can go south for them. But here we go. OPM already ready, guiding light, blinding him out, and what was
Oh,
that? This will
one
give a
headshot.
free
Oh my god.
weapon. Free weapon. Oh my god. Agent AK very low on HP, taking care of Splitting on the other side, but Team LS doing wonders with those sheriffs, and Reaper now have operator in his hands. KAIZEN Esports so far making things even out for them. Headhunter for Gunhawk, but look at this. Look at this angle. It's pretty much covered from the side of Reaper. Reaper is the final player,
No.
and you have to deal with two of them. Have to be really careful. The stars are deployed, can be changed
Oh
into
my
a
god,
gravity
no.
well or uh,
What?
okay, GG's.
No.
Nice work from the side of Team KAIZEN Esports.
Match point.
Reaper did everything right, but again, the clear-cut man advantage leading KAIZEN Esports toward that win. So it's a 12-9 score line and match point for KAIZEN Esports.
Most definite, Essen. It was just amazing the way that Reaper actually used that as sheriff. In fact, along with that operator, operator was not that much in use, but those sheriff shots, straight up onto the headshots, straight up onto the annihilation, and the fight is on the 12-9. One wrong round. They have to really be careful this time. The team LS has to be really careful, and there we go. Hunter Fury is out on Team LS. Reaper is going to be facing that Raz, but not even a single amount of damage is going to go towards him. He's going to survive. The team Kaizen only has to win this one more round for them to like equal out the fight onto that 1-1 and move on to the final round. But we have to see, is that Team L is going to let that happen? Is this going to be a comeback for them or not? But there we go, Shitter getting Gunhawks down.
No
And
time to
Kaido
play with
even
that
getting
tablet.
eliminated. Two players at
Oh,
that same
good
point
one.
got eliminated, but Devs GG's from the Dev side, straight up going into the base, eliminating. But the B section, the B side
Look at this
is
Northern.
totally covered as in 4 players. B side is totally covered, and I don't think anyone is going to be able to get onto that. Anyone is going to be able to hold that. But look at that from the back. Reaper is
good
coming,
one.
and Devs got that one player down. 1 versus 2 again with Reaper being that guy in charge, and there we have it.
Oh!
1 versus 2.
Shiders with that
Kaizen is
4K.
getting that.
Oh
What
my
just
god,
happened?
what a win! What a win from the side of Kaizen Esports. The way they control things in the final moments of this game, especially in those final 3 rounds,
Whoa.
that was really phenomenal. And I want to see how these guys gonna continue this kind of a rampage toward our next map as well. So far, looking at the straight, Kaizen Esports, really Dino and Agent AK doing the deed for their team so far, 22 and 20 frags for themselves respectively, and at the same time
Oh.
Reaper and Dev had the charge on the other side, team LS, team LSTREAK Esports. But so far a very good match, a very competitive match we just witnessed. Every team was right on top of each other. They didn't let anyone past, and not allowing them with their mistakes or anything. But so far, the things are heating up. We are going to our third map, guys. Best of 3 gonna end on the decider map, and before that, guys, we will be going on a short break. And once we'll be back from the break, we'll be with our third map, and definitely the poll will be started in the chat. Definitely let us know who you guys are chanting for, who you guys are longing for to win, and uh, we'll see whose support is more in the chat. Is it Kaizen Esports or is it the L Streak so far? But we'll be going on a short break. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Here we go, guys. We are again back after a short break, and you guys are watching Underground Scrims, brought to you by, powered by Global Esports, and a big thank to these guys for organizing all of this. You know, for us to see what the young talent holds for us, what sort of entertainment we can get out of these, amazing competitive matches between these teams. So on the desk, I have Torrix with me. Torrix, welcome back after the break.
Thank you so much, Hassan, for that warm welcome. And talking about the matches, oh my God, man, today is a different day. Last time we saw some domination from the team LSTREAK, but today they're being kept on the edge for some reason by the team. If I remember, KAIZEN Esports. KAIZEN Esports is the team that is keeping them on the tab, keeping them on the edge. They're not giving them any chances. As soon as either of these teams sees a chance, they try to seize that. They try to utilize that into their favor. And Kaizen Esports, even in the very end, took all of their chances. And I'm particularly fond of one of that, like the timer chance that they just took, but still got
Yep.
Kaido eliminated. Oh, that was just amazing. It was the
That was a
last
close call.
second. It was the last split second of that, even a second S, and that he just pulled that off. And I can actually hear like a shout from his actual teammates towards him, like, "Oh, you did it!"
Yeah, definitely. It is the time when you cheer up your teammates and giving them that confidence that they need for the following games. But guys, we will be moving toward Ascent. Ascent again, a very very defense oriented map. we're gonna see a proper mid, not like bind. There are no teleporters, so you should be pretty much ready for anything in the mid. And at the same time, very interesting, I can say map, very well balanced map when it plays. I like it personally so much that most of the time, if it comes in my competitive, I never let anyone to dodge that queue. But again, moving forward, this map will be a decider map again. The skills from the side of LS and Team Kaizen Esports will be checked, and this time around we are going toward our agent select Torrix.
Most definite S, and we have to see how the agent select this time is gonna be. And look at that, Reaper once again going for that jet split, and again, so when finally we're seeing a kill join this map from the Gunhawk side,
Yes,
and even
100%.
Reyna is there, two Astras. Both of the like sides have one Astra for themselves, and even a Reyna. This time, we're seeing the like team LS straight up going for those strategies that they're gonna hold off their positions. They know like they're the defenders and they need to hold off to their position, but at that same time, look at that. Look at the team Kaizen's composition: Chamber, Astra, and even like a Sova against and with the breach and raise, they can actually use those for frags, use those smokes as their deployment, and even the flashes and everything to just a straight up move and seize the opportunities as the attackers.
On the attack side, things will be pretty much in the favor of Team Kaizen Esports so far. Looking at the agent select, but talking on the side of Team LS, they will be starting on the defense. So again, things will be a little bit unclear, a little bit vague for Team Kaizen Esports what the second half gonna bring for them. But Team LSTREAK, so far they've done a very good job on the defense. Yesterday we saw in the very first match and the second match as well. But let's see what Ascent holds for us, because this is a different map, this is a different strategy, and double initiators on the side of both the teams will give them this an open space to actually get into the site. So we'll be seeing some of the more fights on site rather than in the long areas or right outside the sites. Here we go, mid push coming from the side of possibly coming from the side of Kaizen Esports, but this time around, Team LS, they are on an aggression, but
Oh,
Zeno taking care of one. Reaper is right underneath him, and comms are already being given, and which will change things out for LS Reaper as well, taking out one of the util from the side of Killjoy, and this will also allow Team Kaizen Esports to rotate. But okay, some surprises coming
oh
in.
my
But what was that, Riders? What a great reflex from this side. And Team L-Streak, now they are in a pickle pretty much. Kaido pretty much stranded in the Nebula. And also, this time around,
One
Team
enemy remaining.
LS, they are
Oh my
they
god,
were
look
not
at that.
ready. Kaizen Esports were pretty much ready. Striders taking care of the final two, and Kaizen Esports starting their match with their first win.
As in the way that the team L Street just got eliminated, annihilated, if I have to say, by the Kaizen. They did not
Yep.
even stood a chance at that point. They did not even let a single one of their players got eliminated, and swiftly but surely they easily got those kills packed on for themselves. Talking about the kills, Shiders got 3 kills during that round and 2 kills for the
Look
Xeno.
at
So these two boys were the MVP. But look at that, Team LS. They're finally deciding to move out of their comfort zone. They're finally deciding to go out to scout for the people.
okay.
Mid once again is being
Easy.
held out the courtyard, and oh my god, look
Another
at
one
that.
down.
2 down,
Another one
third
plus
one,
being.
no. But look at
Okay.
that. OPM was the one that got that
Player standing.
elimination. But look at that, Kaido with that classic eliminating Dino. But no, Kaido being eliminated by OPM as well. And the
Oh,
fight
Strider.
once again towards the attacker side. Kaizen, Team Kaizen, they're easily winning this round, as and they're not letting anyone stand up to their way. And like how the agent actually pulled off that 1v2 and almost that third
Yep.
round, the third one as well. It was just amazing.
Yeah, the damage was already done, and the agent afterwards falling to split in didn't much, change. I'm sorry. Yeah, split and didn't much change anything for team Kaizen Esports. Kaizen Esports handsomely getting into the side with 3 men starting, and yet Plant was successful. They took down Killjoy at the end as well. But here we go, a push coming in from the side of team Kaizen. But this time around, some more aggressive start from the side of Reaper. Reaper taking down 3, pretty close to his 4K. But OPM taking care of Reaper on the other side. Zeno taking care of 4, and here we go. Things are easy for Kaido to clutch out for his team, and the first win for Team LSTREAK right on the board, not even letting Team Kaizen Esports get even any closer to the site. This is what happens when you do things unexpected for the attacker team defense to be that aggressive. I believe Team Kaizen Esports wasn't expecting them to swing this far outside the site.
Yeah, and like the way that the team L3 just surprised them with like this kind of like aggressive mode, it was
Look
just
at this.
amazing. And the round was over before it even started. Like as soon as it started, it went towards its end. But once again, the teams they're gonna change a different composition. The last time we saw them move towards the A, this time they're once again going for the B. The attackers are back again and move into the mid link, the mid courtyard areas, and even like the catwalk. Maybe they're gonna try to go towards the B side. The only hope is to
Zeno,
get that
yep,
B
be
side because
careful.
only the
Okay.
B side. Oh, there we go. The B side was the only way that you could have won. But once again,
Ooh!
fighting on the B side, 2-3 elimination onto the Kaizen, and even the fourth one, Devs got another kill for himself, leaving Kaizen as a solo player for the Kaizen right now. And Odin, oh my god, that gun just might do wonders through this like what do you call it, the wall. And Agent AK with 85 health still being intact and 20 shield. Can he actually pull that off?
Oh,
A beautiful
headshot.
headshot. Beautiful thing, but both of
Oh,
these sides have been
great job.
covered and he just got annihilated. A 2v2, 2 by 2. As and once again, we're seeing equal rounds towards the both of these teams. They're again fighting on the same level.
Yeah, these guys again. I'm saying this is a very balanced match for both of these teams. The skill set is balanced. That's why we are seeing these back-to-back comebacks from either of the sides, and they're not letting the enemy team to even catch up on them. So keeping things level all the way. But here we go. Now we will be seeing more of aggression from both of these teams. B push coming through. Here we go. Splitting doing wonders
Oh,
with that. Odin, but this
what?
time around, Zed already been taken care, so it's a 2v2, and attacker side have a clear-cut advantage because 3v2, I must say, because here we go, the rest of the team have to rotate, and they will be rotating from B, B link, and this time around, team Kaizen Esports will be ready for each and everything. Here we go, peaks coming from the same side. Killjoy there. Killjoy is spotted.
Oh,
Dino TV taking care of a Gunhawk, and the final player already traded out by
thrifty.
Zeno. So again, Astra versus Astra in the final moments we saw, and the Kaizen Esports winning this round pretty handsomely, I must say, on the attacking side. Game over, and we are seeing once again Kaizen Esports having that lead on the attacker. But I must say, if Kaizen Esports on attack, you know, close out the first half with the lead, like 2 or 3 round leads, they will be doing pretty well because that's what we saw on Bind as well. The way these guys played, it was
Yeah.
very phenomenal.
It was phenomenal, like how the same section
Okay.
of the kills, the same section of the wins that made them do that. But look at that, Kaido
Oh,
trying his level best, and even OPM annihilating himself as well. He just killed himself, sacrificed himself for the greater good, for the greater kills. But look at that, Team LS Gunhawk beautifully fighting on the shears with that Sheriff eliminating him, making the fight a 3 versus 3. Zeno planting the spike. The spike has been planted, and even on top of that, Zeno has that Vandal. Oh my god, that can be
oh,
a threat,
Agent
but
AK.
no, Agent is not gonna let that happen. And even from the backside, Team Kaizen, easy winner from their side. What just even happened? Team LS tried their level best on top of those Windows rafters, but couldn't even get those 3 kills. Even those 2 kills, because the chamber came from the backside.
Yeah, definitely. Once you're up there on the rafters, you're pretty much stranded. There's no way to go, and the enemy team can, put you in a sandwich situation, and that's what we saw from the KAIZEN Esports as well. The clear cut man advantage leading them to go for those aggressive plays and, pinching them in between. But here we go, Reaper with that operator. I'm expecting some wonders, but Zeno with a wonderful headshot on Reaper, taking care of him. An obvious position to go from, but OPM also taking care of Dav. So it's a 3v4 again. Kaizen pretty much looking strong so far. Some shock darts going on, but OPM taking care of one more, taking care of one more. Here we go.
Player standing.
Player coming in through the Cosmic Divide, and the plant will go down as well. Killjoy, the final player so far, coming from the defender side spawn, moving toward garden, which is already been taken care of, and the Cosmic Divide goes off. Zeno placing himself up there on the rafters. Killjoy strolling through the mid, and if he would be lucky, won't be spotted by Striders. But again, it's not a one-man job against 4 players. Guys, these phones won't
Exactly.
let them go,
Oh,
but Gunhawk taking care of one. It's a 3v1 now.
take the op.
Spike is about to go off, and this guy have to save that operator for his team. But
No.
how? How
No.
he gonna save it? Zeno taking care of that, and eventually KAIZEN Esports 3 rounds up, and it's a 5-2 scoreline.
5-2. We were not expecting this kind of a difference between these two teams. As even in the last 2 rounds, it was almost the same. But right now, Kaizen finally have analyzed the LSTREAK's positions, LSTREAK's movements, and now they're finally getting on top of them. They're finally trying their hard best to get them through a huge difference, because the last 2 games it was almost the same. It was almost like 1-2 difference, but this time it's almost a 3 difference right now. Can LSTREAK finally come throughout this section? Can they actually pull this off and get the same kill or
Okay.
not? But case LSTREAK tried his level best and did not do any kind of damage. But on the receiving end, look at that. All of the shield is gone.
Oh,
But there we
Reaper!
have it. Headshot. Oh my god. Reaper beautifully doing that. Fight is a 4 versus 5 situation on Kaizen having the lower edge this time. But Reaper once again, let's see how that Wendell is going to actually work out. Look at that. Through the wall, the damage was dealt on Agent AK. And right now, all of the team, Kaizen is moving through the B lobby side.
But look at this OPM on a flank. He might surprise one, could possibly surprise 2, but OPM making things even out for the team. But on the other side, KAIZEN Esports, here we go. They're
What?
up top on their game.
30 seconds left.
Okay, some damage being dealt by the Nano Swarm, but Aftershock coming in, which will blind team LS for a while. But it's a 1v1 situation.
What?
Okay, taking care of
Spike
2.
down.
It's a 2v1. It's a
Last player
1v1.
standing.
But okay, things are now even. Things are now even.
10
Plant's gonna
seconds
go
left.
down, and Kaido will be joining the
Spike
party
planted.
right eventually after that. And here we go, TP helping out.
Oh
KAIZEN
no.
here. Okay, diffuse coming through. Diffuse coming through. There should be a wall bang, but
Oh
no,
my
it's
God.
too late already. Dino TV missing out everything, I must say. And this is how another win on the board for Team LSTREAK. What just happened? The way Killjoy controlled everything. Killjoy controlled everything. That play was on point, which led Team LSTREAK toward that win. And all the team members should be more of appreciative toward that guy.
Things could have been different if a Chamber wouldn't have teleported out of his way, but he still chooses to do it and couldn't get back in time to shoot at the team to take them off of that diffusion. And one of the reason the diffusion was even possible was because of the Killjoy. I have to solely give it out to the Killjoy, eliminating 2 players right at that corner. There was a 3 versus a 2 situation, in which case Killjoy was super low, but he still managed to get that 2 killed, making a beautiful comeback for the team LSTREAK right now. The fight is still 5-3. And can a team LSTREAK finally pull themselves back on or not? Even if we look at the kill deaths and look at that, OPM 11 killed solo on his side, and at the same time onto the other side, team LSTREAK, they even only have 6 kills as the top fragger.
Yep, and so far, Team LS, things aren't working that well for them on the defender side. But at the same time, we are seeing another round getting started. Dino TV giving out some damage, but Splitting with his Marshall trying to do some wonder. This is an obvious angle. Everybody knows someone gonna peek from that side. But here we go once again. Reaper going a little bit more aggressive.
No charges left.
Okay, Reaper pretty close to the attacker side spawn. There we go. Astra is half HP.
Oh.
Not able to do much of the deal. Here we go. One
What?
coming in. Astra being taken care of with the shock dart. And on the other side, Kaido doing a wonderful job. LSTREAK
One enemy
making
remaining.
things way
Spike
more
down.
worse for KAIZEN Esports in this round. Kaido with his second pick. Team KAIZEN Esports is pretty much up to their demise, and Team LSTREAK winning this. It's a 4-5, and slowly and steadily, Team LSTREAK is closing on to Team KAIZEN Esports.
They're catching up to them. They're catching up to each other,
Oh, good
and
one.
I have to give it to a split and on that section. Like the shock dart was amazing, and at that same time, the classic right clicks, the burst fire was just amazing. Got him 2 kills at that point, even though he did not had any kind of gun aside from that classic. He still managed to pull off those 2 kills for the team, and only like a 4 to 5 section of the wins that we're seeing, Essen. It's all up to the LSTREAKs right now to make a move. LSTREAKs have to do something, in which case, there we have it. Gunhawk took the initiative. OPM is down, and Reaper trying his level best to get that elimination along with his teammate. No, then is going to eliminate Devex as well. Zeno is going to get taken down. Reaper is down. Agent AK is down. The fight is a 2 versus the 2 situation. Astra and Sova from the team LSTREAK, and Chamber and Sova from the team KAIZEN. One wrong move, SN, is gonna bring the other team onto their feet at this point. Because, you cannot hold this off solo. You cannot hold this position off solo. But look at that Chamber. He's going to A section through the whole back. The spawn side. From the spawn side, this guy is trying to get towards the A. Attackers A, attacker spawn, A lobby, and midsection. But slowly and steadily, we're seeing the defenders, the team LS, also coming in. Kaido might just be able to get that kill for himself, and there we go, 1 kill, but the team has been picked off again. 5 kills towards the 1v1, and each and every single one, both Sovas are against facing each other.
Oh, Shiders! GG's, what a reflex on time, and even the Odin couldn't do much of the help in this very process. But so far, Team KAIZEN Esports again able to get some more rounds up top for themselves. But still, scoreline is pretty tight. It's 6-4, and it won't take much of the effort from LSTREAK to even it out. 2 more rounds before the switch, and KAIZEN Esports have to, go for a 7-5 or at least, at least I can say 7-5 because 8-4 is not pretty much, so far it's not pretty much I can say a possibility, because LSTREAK not gonna let them do that. But Reaper on a flank this time around, and Zeno have to take care of that. Hunter Fury coming
Oh
through,
my god!
taking down 1, giving a lot of damage, taking down 2, but this time around Showstopper from the OPM taking care of Gunhawk, so it's a 4v3 again. And on the other side, Breach is taking care of Devs, and also Reaper. Agent AK, what are you doing, my bro, today?
You want to
Yeah,
find it?
I would say, like, I want to address him in Urdu. Kya kar rahe ho yaar? Kya kar rahe ho? What are you doing here? Because this is not something which is
Wow.
prescribed, I must say. But Kaido taking care of 4 p.m. is a 2v2. Spike is already down. And KAIZEN Esports looking in a different direction. Splitten might pop his head out of here, but here we go.
There we have
Position
it.
is revealed. Kaido taking care of one. Agent AK is there on a very low HP. And using his ult will be totally disrupting the flow of Astra. Here we go. Aftershock coming in as well. Fort line, I must say.
Oh, you
But again,
defended.
Kaido with that defuse, second time around today,
Last
doing a
round in
wonderful
the half.
job, getting that win for his team. So it's a 6-5 final round before the switch, and LSTREAK can even out things for themselves. Otherwise, the ball is in the court of KAIZEN Esports so far. It's 6-5, and KAIZEN Esports can get one more round for themselves.
Yes, and they can actually like get themselves off with one more round. But is L3 gonna do that? Because they've used all of their ultimates at the last round. They've used all of their ultimates. So only hope is for the KAIZEN to actually use their ultimate, get their round into their favors, or Team Ellis have to use their gun powers and their abilities in this round to make it up for themselves. 5-on-5, all of them are alive. Team KAIZEN not making any kind of moves. They have to actually go forward to plant the spike as well. But KAIZEN, Dino, talking about this guy, he's going through a second. He's trying to go for the a second, and even on top of that, a headshot from Reaper side. Beautifully done, beautifully utilized. And also, look at that, defenders, the Killjoy. His lockdown has been destroyed. Killjoy's ability is no longer into the use, but oh my god, good one from the split. And as well, what is going on to this guy? He's using like location reveal onto the enemies, but Gunhawk getting one elimination, but no. KAIZEN is down to the last two players. Team LSTREAK even have a good chance of winning this round, Ahsan. And there we have it. The ability is on. The teams are in a different spot. They have to like move forward, and look at that. Astra's ultimate. No use onto
this
it.
guy
Kaido
just
getting that
straightly
final
walked
personal.
into hell, man. Oh, this guy just really walked into the line of fire of 3 players. But so far, things are again evened out, just like the same story we saw in the last match. And 6-6 each. And sides are getting switch. LSTREAK on the attack. Let's see what sort of starts they're going to pull on the KAIZEN Esports this time around. But Team LS, last 2 rounds, they were pretty clinical, on point, taking care of each and everything right there.
Yes, and they have to like if one of these teams have to take up the initiative now, the positions have been changed. The defenders are now the attackers, so we have to see. We have seen the defender side from the Team LSTREAKs. Now, can they actually pull themselves out from the attacker side? Because it's all up to them. And now the Team KAIZEN can do the same thing as Team LSTREAK did, hold themselves off at those positions and make sure that no one comes in close. But OPM, as the defender, he's straight up going for that aggressive mode, throwing a grenade out over there, not hitting anyone, just wasting one of that grenade, but whatever, like, filled his mind. But there we go, Reaper finally going for that aggression, one knock, and at the same time got eliminated. Shredder from the KAIZEN side, getting 2 eliminations onto the Team LSTREAK. LSTREAK right now is not looking very well. They're holding off that mid-courtyard areas, but moving into the backside, we can see them going towards the B lobby, maybe at the same time going to the B main. But look at a Team KAIZEN's formation. One player holding off the A, looking out for the sounds of the footsteps, and at that same time, the rest two just holding out that mid plaza area.
Yep. So far, it's push toward the B side. Team KAIZEN Esports, they have lost one, but they have traded it for 2 of the players on LSTREAK. Things are a little bit slowed down. Decision need to come. Here we go.
Last player standing.
Deployed, and this will give some more.
What?
I can say kills with that shock dart. Strider, what are you doing, guy? This is totally illegal in the pistol rounds. You're doing this kind of damage with the shock darts, and here we go. Final player from the LS surviving and just waiting for someone to swing and possibly pick some kills. But here we go. He takes down Outriders, but OPM taking care of Kaido, wall banging him, and eventually winning this round handsomely. So it's another good start for KAIZEN Esports in the second half as well. But I believe this time around, Team KAIZEN Esports won't let that same script roll over again, because they start good, but they somehow let Team L3 catch up with them, and then things get even out, and that's the
Yeah.
point where L3 gets into their comfort zone and they start doing wonders. And this time around, KAIZEN Esports have to come with a plan, but here we go. They're ready. Some
And that-
more stuff coming toward Team of B side, and Dino again holding out the mid angle. They're checking that angle with that random fires through the nebula, and a Boombard will be deployed.
oh,
Recon,
what is that?
Bold, giving some information of the players. LS
Oh,
losing one of their players in already traded, but LS losing one more. Is a 3v4 situation between LSTREAK and KAIZEN.
LSTREAK not in a good hand right now. They're finally not composing themselves off and not staying in the same place, and that is one of the reasons that they're dying. But look at that, one LS, a Dev XZ getting on with that Sheriff, eliminating a Spectre, the player actually getting that Spectre down, a free Spectre for this guy. Fight is back to the 3 versus 3, but looking at the HP side, LSTREAK's totally not looking good. One or two shots onto them can lead up to their demise, in which case, there we go, Kaido is down. Frenzy is being used, but there we go, Dino using that Spectre, eliminating Reaper as well. The
30
fight is a
seconds left.
1 versus the 3. 1 versus the 3 situation from their side, and the KAIZEN with those 3 players still alive. Look at that, Dino finally being knocked out. As Zeno is trying to find the players from the backside. We can see Breach also coming, Breach and Brimstone. Both of Breach actually are coming,
10
so
seconds left.
who's gonna fight it? In which case, Zeno's gonna fight it with the DevXZ, and there we have it. Team KAIZEN getting their 8th kill, getting their 8th to win in this round after the changing of sides. The Team KAIZEN is looking promising at this point. They're having a promising side for themselves. On the other side, Team LSTREAK, they're kind of struggling after changing the sides. Team LSTREAK, we're seeing them struggling in this area. We're seeing them struggling, trying to aggress onto the team. But once again, the match is about to start. The 7th, 9th round for the Team KAIZEN, and the 7th for the Team LSTREAK is about to happen. Who's gonna win this one? Who's gonna take this round for themselves? In which case, KAIZEN is going to straight up for that aggressive mode, but LS is not gonna stop back, and they're gonna straight up go for the same movement as well. They're gonna go for that same aggression as well, in which case Reaper got 2 down at the same time, maybe a 3rd one. Yes, Reaper is gonna take that 3rd one out as well. Reaper is definitely doing a beautiful job. Zeno's coming for the LS. Kaido has been eliminated. DevXZ is killing Zeno as well, making only one player being alive. No, it was a total annihilation before we even knew it, and the round just ended in the favor of the Team LSTREAK. KAIZEN just lost all of their players, and on top of that, Team LSTREAK got even the plant down as well, the plant money for themselves as well, the utilities that they have to buy, the credits that they can actually use to buy the shields, and maybe even the guns that they couldn't buy in the last round. 7 to 8, the rounds are here, and one wrong move from either one of these teams. We have to see how they're actually going to play. KZ have to play it safe this time, but look at that. LS Reaper, he went into the backside. The damage is definitely going to happen. He's vulnerable right now. One more shot on him and can lead up to his demise. But Team LS that we're seeing, they're moving into the backside. They're moving mid-section. 3 players in the mid-courtyard, the catways, and at the same time, the rest of 2 moving from the attacker spawn to the B lobby. They're actually going to try to hold off that B section for themselves. But Reaper, once again, the alarm bot has been eliminated. The Nano Swamp actually has been destroyed, and thus a revealing location of the Reaper. We have to see if Reaper is actually going to be able to do that or not. And there we go. Kaido getting aged AK. KZ Dino is down as well. Reaper trying to get that kill, but no, OPM is not going to let that happen. All 4 of them, all 5 of them are actually coming into this location, in which case 1 player more down from the OPM. DevXZ has been eliminated. Split and getting OPM down. Fight changes to a 2 versus 2, in which case LS may just have the upper hand, but look at that. look at the area. KZ not looking that good with the shock darts damage. When Splitten eliminating Shatters, Xeno eliminating Splitten, the fight is back to the 1 versus 1 situation. Killjoy trying to come over there, trying to go for that diffusion, but no luck onto that diffusion as well. And there we have it. The last player has been eliminated by Gunhawks, thus saving the diffusion, making the fight again on that equal side, 8-8, 8-8. Teams have to really step up their game. They have to think of a new strat this time around, because all of the strats the team KAIZEN or the team LSTREAKs are doing, both of them are actually looking right through them. But the team LSTREAK with their gun power still coming on top, and in the end, with how the Killjoy, the Gunhawk just got that headshot down. It was just amazing. The fight is 8-8, 8-8. We're waiting how the teams actually are gonna hold off this position for themselves, because the KZ this time around, we're seeing them coming from the mid side. Kaido getting the Dino TV out, but OPM eliminating Kaido as well. Splitten nearby the spike. He took the spike. He only have the guns as well. He has the Vandal, actually. The Vandal is on his hand as well. Reaper with that Vandal as well. You have to see, can that Wendell actually get him the kills? Can that Wendell actually get him the elimination that he requires? Because look at that. KZ coming from the Reaper side, eliminating Reaper. OPM is that person that eliminated Reaper, thus making the fight a 3-4. LS Gunhawk from the backside. We can see them aggressing onto the team, but look at that split, and with that Hunter the Fury, oh my god, Agent AK has been eliminated. The fight is back to the 3-3. LSTREAK not looking that good, with all of them being picked off at that time, but LSTREAK still managed to put them off. DevXZ, beautiful 2 killed even through that smoke, even through that nebula, getting one more win for the team. And LSTREAK with beautiful 9 wins from their side. Finally, they have not just catch up to the team KAIZEN, but also beat them in the score, making 9 wins for themselves and 8 wins for the team KAIZEN Esports right now. We have to see how KAIZEN is going to react after that. Are they going to be in a pinch a pickle position, or they're actually going to come out on top, or just come into the section, come into the area, try to get those wins for themselves as well. And even if maybe when they try, they're maybe just going to win. And look at that. The fires are constantly being done. A beautiful shot from that operator. Dino on that amazing shot. And even with that beautiful trying to use that operator without even a scope, but tried his level best to get that knock, to get that kill, but no avail. Spike totally has been planted. KAIZEN not in a good position, and on top of that, the ultimate from Astra's ability, it's going to be separating the whole 2 world. It's going to be separating the whole 2 areas. You're not going to be able to get your gun out over there. You have to go for that aggression, in which case Gunhawk is not going to let that happen. Dino has been eliminated. The spike is ticking, but look at that. OPM getting that 1 elimination. The second elimination could not happen because Kaido get him down. There we have it. Attacker 1, another one. 10 win for the team LSTREAK. They're finally coming up. They're finally coming in with the clutch and getting those kills for themselves. It's gonna be amazing. But I have to give it to KZ Dino, the way he's using the chambers, the way his fast fingers are making it work with that operator, and at that same time a quick teleport to his location where he put it off. It's just amazing. But once again, the fight is back on. The teams are about to start into another round, in which case Team LSTREAK may have the chance to get their 11th win in this round, or Team KAIZEN is going to get their 8th win. But look at that. Dino. Oh my god. Dino was almost over there dead, but no, he survived himself. He survived his position, and even the attacker's Killjoy has used its ultimate. They have to run. They have to not be into the range, or they're going to be detained. They are going to get detained, but no, look at that. No player detained. The shots from the Dino is coming on. And Clutch, 1 player. Kaido is down. Killjoy is in the front. 1 headshot onto the Dino. Dino dead as well, making the fight 4-4. The plant is happening from Reaper side. Reaper is gonna plant at that location, and look at that, right on the face. That shock dart could have hurt. That should have hurted him, but look at that. OPM being eliminated. Agent AK using that Sheriff on DevXZ, eliminating him. Fight back to the 3-3 team. LS have to hold out their position, and team KAIZEN actually have to go for that aggressive mode. They actually have to go for that rush as well, in which case Reaper got 2 players down at the very start. Xeno eliminating Reaper, but look at that. Splitting, getting the final player, Xeno out as well. GG's, and a well-played situation to these boys. A GG and a well-played from these boys. And in the very end, the way that these players are doing, Team LSTREAK finally coming out on top, getting their 11th round win, and only 2 round more for these guys. But on the other hand, on the contrary, we have to see KAIZEN catch up to them, catch up to these players with 4 rounds, 3 rounds that they still have to pick off, that they still have to win to get their victory up into the uttermost section. But LSTREAK, are they even gonna let that happen? Because look at that, LSTREAK straight up went for that aggressive mode. They're straight up going for that aggression. In which case Reaper got Chasey down. OPM is eliminated. Agent AK is also eliminated. 2 players at the very start from the team KAIZEN has been picked off. LS having the upper hand right now for themselves, for their location. Even got that A section, A spawn, a main area holding off for themselves. But look at that. Once again, as Kaido eliminating Xeno in front of him, it's going to be an Odin. Kaido has to do something, but look at that. Gunhawk from the backside, giving out a beautiful cover. And at that same time, Alyssa Devix C eliminating Dino TV. Beautifully done by him and getting that kill once more, and it's gonna be a match point for these boys. It's gonna be a match point for this team. They have to come in back. The team LSTREAK, they either have to win this one, or Team KAIZEN is gonna utilize all of these rounds for themselves. They have to actually, the Team KAIZEN, actually, if I have to talk about them, they have to utilize these rounds, because if they couldn't do it this round, it's going to be all over for them. It's going to be total annihilation for them.
Get out of my way.
And as soon as this round ends, and as soon as this round is gone towards the team LS, it's going to be over, and the team LS may just be those champions for today as well. But in the end, we have to see which one is going to do it, who's going to be actually doing it, in which case LS is not going to waste any opportunity. They're not going to let any opportunity go by, getting those beautiful 1 kill straight off elimination onto their side. The aggression from the A main, A wine section is definitely happening, in which case Agent AK, oh my god, getting split and down, but at that same time, 2 eliminations on the KZ side. 3rd elimination. Chamber is the final person alive right now. The final person alive is the Dino with that judge. He's using a judge into the closed section, but look at that. Kaido finally spotting him. The fires definitely happening. The team LSTREAK having the upper hand for themselves. The off your feet, the ultimate from Breach side definitely happened, but no effect to Dino. Dino has to think of something this time, but there we go. The shots are happening. Devix is the guy that got eliminated. The fight is back to the 1v2 from the backside. We can see Kaido shooting at the beautiful chamber. The Dino is getting a beautiful damage onto himself, but can he actually pull that off? No, they're waiting out for the dive, and there we have it. There we go. GG, and well played, and with a knife, Gunhawk is gonna eliminate the last chamber guy, and KAIZEN on top of that is gonna get eliminated. Beautifully done by LSTREAK. They're gonna win this round as well. Beautifully done. That is just amazing, man. That is just amazing. Team LSTREAK just won this one right from the faces off, right from the mouth of the team KAIZEN Esports as well. And talking about the whole score, we can see the LS 17 kills by split, and then on top with that average combat score. But on the other side, Kaido 21 kills, and on top of that, if you do talk about the average score, 238 average combat score. Reaper with that 224 average combat score, 15 kills for the Gunhawk as well. 182 of the average score. Devix C 167 of that average combat score. 13 kills for this guy as well. What is going on? On to the other hand, if you do talk about the KAIZEN side, KAIZEN got 269 combat average score, and on top of that, 20 kills for this guy. 198 average combat score on the Xeno side, 15 kills, 13 for the shitters. Agent AK got 13 kill, 14 for the Dino. Even though like a Dino had more than shitters than Agent AK kill, his average combat score was not enough, and thus he's on the bottom side from his side. But the way the team LS just got that up for themselves, it was just amazing. I have to give it to these boys, and I have to give it to the team LS. Even yesterday, they just played it beautifully. They annihilated the other team. The team that they were facing against. It was amazing. The first round, I remember they lost, but the second and third round, they still managed to pull themselves up back on. Even on this one as well, we saw the first one on to the Kaizen. They lost the first round, but the next two, oh my god, I have to tell you on that. The team LSTREAK definitely not let anything goes by to them and just annihilated. They knew what the team were actually thinking, and thus doing a counter attack onto them, getting more kills for themselves, a GG's and a well played situation to these boys. Team L streaks, it's amazing. They got those beautiful kills. They got that 12 wins for today's round as well. But that was all for the GE Valorant Underground scrims. Today was KAIZEN Esports versus LSTREAK Esports as the best of three, and LSTREAK did amazing job getting those wins again. A second day, a consecutive win from their side. But this was all for today, and this is your host Torrix. And if you haven't followed me, if you do want to follow me, if you did like the casting, if you did like the commentary, the Instagram handle is right down there, Torrix_1. You can check it out on there. And that was all for today. Until the next time, until we see each other again, take care. Have a beautiful day. Peace out.